Good evening. Good evening. I knew that. I knew at least one of you were going to do something like that. No, it wasn't this time. This time you weren't the jackass. No, welcome to our D&D session, which we haven't done for fuck knows how long now. A very long time. And yes, as you can see,
5,000 years.
I am actually the dungeon master for this one. We decided to give our good old Scott a bit of a break so that he can be a player for a change rather than having to keep DMing every week.
Look how happy he is.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. He's come up with some really cool characters which we'll introduce in just a moment. But for starters, let us just open up the world that you're about to delve into. So, the world is Golkinion. All the lands and all the realms have known a relative peace over the last 1,000 years. The only thing, only wars that break out are between the humans and their civil war to try and claim the mainland of Maladion. I can't even say my own realm names, and I chose them.
Meladillion.
Meladillion, thank you. As
No,
well,
wait, that's not the right pronunciation. That's just how I thought it said.
I'll go with that. Whatever.
Meladillion.
It's canon now. The dwarves in their mountain holds, warring with the various orc and goblin factions. High elves to the west, and dark elves slightly further to the northwest. And the unexplored lands to the east, which not many people have known about. And the northern tribes, which one of the party members belongs to. There have been funny rumours coming from the eastern lands. Any expeditions that have gone there have never returned. Even military forces have been sent to explore, could possibly be over there to once again never be heard from again. After several years of this, the concerns have grown. So therefore, the High Elf Queen has decided to organise a summit to discuss potential ways to deal with this threat. Some of the party members are here to attend this summit. Others have been recruited by a local lord, Lord Aidan Lafayette. We go now to his holding, and the first two that are waiting outside of his estate are two half-elves. So, Andy, would you like to begin by introducing your character?
So, my name is Kyla Andras. I am a half-elf, half-high elf to be precise. I am fairly tall for an elf and a human. I'm wearing a long sort of purple, like, it's almost like it's reinforced, but also it just looks a tiny bit fancy. Got nice high boots, serviceable, obviously good quality, but also kind of old, not necessarily the height of fashion. And at my side, which my hand is resting on, is a long black, mysterious longsword. And yeah, I'm pretty cool and handsome, slightly dashing. Normal stuff.
Usual stuff then, yeah, cool.
Yeah, usual stuff.
B, would you like to introduce your character?
Yeah, so my name is Avaris. I am also a half high elf. Again, taller than average, long dark blue hair, cool outfit, you've probably seen the character art, and then I also have a little pink and yellow cat slash moth slash dragon type creature that floats along with me, whose personality is very cute and loving.
It is the most adorable thing ever. We'll put some photos up in the Discord channel for everyone to see later. But yeah, it is adorable.
That's pretty much me.
Yeah, you're waiting outside the estate gate. You've knocked, just waiting for and a little footman comes along and opens the door and just goes, "Yes, your business."
We were summoned.
Names?
Kyla Andras.
Ah, good.
Avaris.
Ah, good. And he... Come in, please. The Lord will be with you shortly. One of the other number has already arrived. He's in the waiting room. I'll escort you. And escorts you into this room. There's teas, biscuits, all sorts of things lying around, waiting for people to help themselves to. And sitting on one of the chairs is another elf. So Andy, Hall, would you like to introduce your character?
So Mortis Stefalian. I'm a high elf, sort of a rangery kind of type, so very webbed look to me. I'm an archer, basically. I spend most of my time out on the field, hunting down targets for the king. Obviously, I've been away for some time. Obviously, joined up with the Lord. Obviously, here to some. So.
Okay. You've been introduced. I'll go and make the Lord aware that you're all here now. Won't be but a few moments. He wanders off, so this is some time for you three to just chat with each other for a little bit while this happens. Okay, cool. Moving on then.
Tyler has a biscuit. Tea.
Alrighty. The Lord comes down, Lord Aiden Lafayette. So thank you for coming. First of all, let me give you your advance payments for this, as promised, and hands the three of you 25 gold. And so.
Margot takes mine.
Very mysterious, such a cute little creature. It's like we're moving out shortly. I'm just waiting for some guests to arrive who are going to be joining us with this, and you suddenly hear from outside the walls is like quite a loud beast is outside there, and a very nervous looking footman coming. Like, Lord, there's a dragon outside. It's like, that must be Caelan. One moment. And he runs like, just fetch him in, it's fine. After a few minutes, after some nervous exchanges of words, a human walks into the room. Scott, would you like to introduce your character?
Yeah, you probably hear me coming before you see me, as every footstep is accompanied by the jingling of spurs and the clanking of metal. And entering the room, imagine, if you will, for a moment, me as a person, and then just invert every single thing about me. He's got long hair down to his shoulders of like straw blonde. He's very finely featured, broad across the shoulder, tapering down to a very narrow waist. He's in the peak physical condition. He looks like a storybook hero, wearing gleaming steel armour across almost all of his body. There's a beautiful golden hilted sword bolted at his waist. And he just seems to have a really good relationship with the servants of the household. As he enters the room, he claps one of the manservants in the back and says, I'll speak to you later, Pilo. Remember, don't do it again, because you remember what happened last time. Enters the room. Friends of Aiden, friends of the Lord. How fare you?
We are not friends.
Not yet. Give me time. We've only just met. I'm Caelan of the Drake Rider Knights. It is my pleasure and honour to be at your service. Have you been here long?
Not long.
Just arrived.
Only just arrived, yeah.
Oh, that as well. Has Aiden graced us with his presence yet? He sits really heavily into a seat that groans, not under the weight of him, because he's fit, but his armour is obviously weighing a ton, so as he sinks into the seat, it kind of creaks really heavily. But he seems completely oblivious to the fact that he's about to trash his really expensive furniture, and just kind of helps himself to a little glass of wine by the side.
Roll me a perception check, Scott.
Ooh. I get to roll something! Yay!
Yay! The first roll of the night.
Yeah.
Rolling stuff.
Let's see how bad it is.
Perception. 8.
8. Okay. So as you come in, sat down, it's just like, has Lord Aiden graced us with his presence? You just hear this voice. I'm behind you, Caelan.
Oh, there you are. Lafayette. How are you, my friend?
I am well. Always good to see you, my friend. How are the Drake Riders?
Any more manticores? troubling you?
Not so far, but believe me, if they are, they'll be the first I call, as always.
Excellent. You know Veshigor could do with a good feed.
I'm sure he could. How is the beast?
He's well. I trust he didn't scare your underlings too greatly with his arrival. He's in high spirits.
Yes, you have to forgive Tristan, he's new.
He'll do well. He'll do well.
But no, how are the Drake Riders faring? Have they sending any more representatives to this summit, or just yourself?
Just myself. I'm proud to say he puffs out his chest and looks, overly proud of himself. I'm proud to say that I've been trusted with representing the order at this summit.
Well, there's no better man for the job.
You do me good honour. You do me good honour. To your health.
To yours as well. And to toast to everybody else around the house. It's like, there's just one more we're waiting for. He did arrive last night. He should be waking up and and he is. He's like, this is, oh, sorry. And looks aside, and then all of you look at the doorway and so, oh. So, Alex, would you like to introduce your character?
So what do you see? You see a halfling who's just running down the stairs because he's slightly overslept. He's been in his books, in his studies, and he's getting there. Everyone is there. Oh, not again. I'm not used to this. He is kind of slightly tan-skinned, green hair. Hair almost looks like grass with some leaves here and there. You can see that there are some mushrooms growing all over him. Yes. He's wearing no shoes. There are no shoes. Dirty feet, even though he's just spent time, in a used to be clean bed. His feet are still dirty. It's odd, but that's what it is. He's just coming down. Sorry, everyone. Hello, I'm back. I'm here.
Fear not. Everyone's only just arrived themselves anyhow.
Oh, excellent.
Have you had a chance to have breakfast yet?
Oh yes, I'll be fine. Just grab the cookie. And just sits down ready for it.
Right, well, now we're all here. I see no reason why we shouldn't make ways. It's going to be a good day and a half travel to get there, to the summit. We have to pass by the town of Whitehall first, as that is where we'll meet our contact who will give us the location of the summit, as it is highly secret. Oddly enough, they want the place where the highest lords of the lands are going to be secret, would you believe? Not many guards present.
Have I been to Whitehall at my previous visit to Aiden's?
I would say that you probably have done in the past for supplies, contracts, that sort of thing.
Do we know anything about the place?
It's a neutral town. It's not involved in any in the human wars. They've declared themselves neutral, so that there can be no action taken against either faction in this town. One of the few that stand. It's run by a council, rather to try and symbolise, that not one person should be in charge of anything. It should be a collective, and they're rotated each year, the heads. So it's a well-run city, very lawful, not much in the way of crime. I think actually, Kyla, you'd probably know the same as well with your contacts that you've had over your years of mercenary work and.
Doesn't go there work much. He finds it boring.
I love the place. I think it's great.
I figured. We're like opposites. Love it.
And I forgot to change the sound alerts because we just got a sub.
Hello, new subscriber.
Thank you, Dare Gamer.
Old subscriber who's resubscribed.
Resubscribe, sorry, yes.
Hello, resubscriber.
But yes, I think actually Mortis, you'd probably know the same as well with your times and
Yeah, a few times.
in the various wars that you've been in. Ulmo, obviously, you only just recently started your travels, so you wouldn't know much about the city, I'm afraid.
I don't know anything about this city.
And Aidan kind of turns to you, Caelan's like, is your routine with you as well, or is it just you and your Drake Rider?
I have a small staff, but only a travelling entourage. Just they should be taking care of Veshigor and keeping him away from any stray livestock.
Yes, we don't want that incident again.
No, sorry about that.
It's water under the
Jasper
bridge.
was a fantastic mule. He was very, very well thought of, and I'm ever so sorry. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
Water under the bridge, my friend. Water under the bridge. Well then, shall we proceed? If all is ready.
Yeah, I will say, as we were chatting, Mango took a little interest in Vesh, just to see, ooh, big dragon.
He's outside. He's out front being
Oh, okay.
well,
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get his Drake inside these walls.
Sorry. She'll take interest once we go outside.
He's more of an outdoor dragon.
Mine's an indoor dragon.
House trained. It's a real problem. House training dragons, actually.
So yes, he leads you all outside. His cart's already been set up, ready to go, and yeah, so you jump onto the road. Now you see Veshigor.
I stride straight over without any kind of hesitation, straight over to where Veshigor's being tended to by three kind of well smartly dressed, but obviously very poor, servants. There's an older man who is supervising, a young, quite burly lad who's doing most of the work, and a lady who's observing what they're doing and taking little notes in a book. As I stride towards him, I was like, Leomar, have them ready, Veshigor. We're to leave immediately.
Remind me, is that the old man?
Yeah, Leomar's the
Yeah,
old,
that was it. Yeah, he just goes, yes, of course, sire. Yes, let me get on that immediately. And he kind of clips the young man around the back of the head. It's like, come on, faster. Yeah. It's like, oh, sorry, Lord. Fumbles with something and then tries to put it into the cases around Veshigor.
Got to say, look to the girl and say, so Hannah, take a note. Our next stop will be the town of Whitehall. We expect no events of note. Carry on.
Of course. And she just happily goes about and then just carries on trying to not smirk at the young man making a fool of himself, trying to work on Veshigor. Okay, so you get on the road. The day's travel goes by without much of a hitch. Come to make camp for the night, as you expect to make Whitehall the following day, in the early hours of the morning. And you're just sat around the campfire, having your various different meals. Anyone want to talk with each other, get to know one another, anything like that? This is your time to do so.
But how do you all know each other? Have you met before now? How do you know Abe?
Myself, I'm traveling for the Druids of the Circle. I'm here to represent the Druids. We've been asked to come along, and I really hope that we go to the east. This would be very exciting. If that would be so great. I wouldn't have to plan anything. We'll just go there. That would be great, wouldn't it?
Your enthusiasm is infectious, my diminutive friend.
Fantastic. Can I ask you a question about your dragon? Where are they from? Where did you get them? Did you travel to the east?
Well, Veshigor is not strictly speaking a dragon, and I kind of run my hand down his scales. Veshigor's curled up behind me.
Getting my notes and writing it down.
He's about 8 foot tall when he stands to his fullest height, and about 8 foot long, with wings that tuck in against his body most of the time. His scales are a deep, lustrous red. He's got black onyx, shiny horns that sweep back across his skull. And he's just kind of still and peaceful. And I run my hand along his scales and say, well, he's not strictly speaking a dragon. Veshigor is what is known as a drake. We of the Drake Rider Knights are bound by our very souls to these fantastic creatures, and they provide us with protection and companionship, and we to them as we go about our duties. He's a fine beast and my greatest friend.
Oh, it is a fascinating creature. Really, really is.
He's
Beautiful. Do you mind if I draw your trait?
please help yourself. He loves the attention, don't you, boy? I slap him on the head and kind of.
I'm gonna get a quill out and I'll just start drawing and yes, beautiful creature. Yes. That's all you see me do for the next like 20 minutes.
A gesture to the three other companions. Go, and yourselves, friends. What's your relationship to the young Lord Lafayette?
Paid me to have one. They paid us to have one. So that's about it, really.
All three of you.
I'm not sure about my full-blood cousin over there, but me and Avirus here were approached by his representatives and asked to accompany him. Something about how half-elves are a symbol of unity or some such bollocks.
Yeah, as some of you would know, like Kylo and yourself, Caden particularly, because of your relationship with him, you know that he has got this vision of a united world rather than a divided one. That is currently the case. Well, you know, that's his vision, is to try and unite the peoples of God Killion rather than having them scattered across the world doing their various things.
As we are like eating and chatting, Mango, she likes to try and nick scraps of food from people, and she likes to hide them in my pocket. So she's doing that, and then what she would like to do is also go up to Vash and like kind of in front of him on the floor, like as if she's like approaching him, but not in a way to pounce, more of a nervous "what is it?" And then every time he does like a big sigh or move, she skips back a little bit, and then it's just she's intrigued by Vash.
After two or three kind of little Mango approaches, one of his eyes just kind of slits open. And then just closes it again. And then just stops making any deep breaths and just like...
As this is happening, you see Ulmo sitting next to him, and he will... does anyone here speak Draconic?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, in Draconic, he'll ask the Drake, do you mind, my friend, lifting one of your wings so I can take a look underneath?
As you say that, Veshigor tilts his head to you. And there's... be quick.
Thank you! And I just start drawing a wing from underneath and just seeing the layouts of it. Thank you so much.
Oh dear.
I'm going to sit back and say, oh, it's a... Yes, I've always judged Aiden to be a good man in my dealings with him. He seems fair, but it's a shame that his kingdom is still at the point where it's to rely on mercenaries for its defense. I hope you do well by him. He deserves more.
We always do well.
Seems to be treating us quite well so far, so I'm quite happy.
This is, in my experience, this is his way. Yes, you're right. He will do right by you if you do right by him.
We shouldn't have any problems.
Here's hoping to that.
Can I just get everyone around this campfire to make a quick perception check for me?
Yeah, I'm so good at them.
I'm discovering
I'm
that.
going to roll a natural 20. 24!
Hey, there we go.
We got a 17.
17. Andy?
What do your elf eyes see?
No,
14. My elf eyes do not see a lot.
Okay.
17.
I'm muted.
17.
14 for me as well.
17.
I would say
Okay.
that perception roll is Vesh rather than me, because Kaelin is not a watchful man.
So yeah, Vesh and Mortis then. You guys just kind of like, Vesh's head just sort of rears itself up a little bit, looking off into the down the path, and Mortis, you kind of notice a figure approaching the campsite by itself. About 60 feet away, roughly. It's like dawn. It's a pretty sunset light, so that's a sort of so you would be able to see this. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, anyone who rolled above a 12 basically would have seen this.
Perfect. That. Sorry, I'm a man of few words. Who is the strange... Sorry, friends! Who is the strange figure that approaches upon the path this eventide?
I look around like, what? What's that?
I get away from my joint. What?
Yeah, Vesh sort of like nudges you, kind of.
Is there anyone standing guard around the camp or anything like that?
More to.
It's generally my thing.
As you say that, can I just point over your shoulder at him? He's just lurking behind you.
Yeah.
That guy.
Got my bow at the ready,
Oh, they're ready?
Wow,
just in case the guy gets Larry.
Right now of whenever Kaelin asks if someone's doing something, they are, and they're just stood right behind him.
Just slightly out of his eye line. As soon as it's out of his eyesight, it ceases to exist.
Right. Oh, sorry. So yeah, the figure's approaching. You've got your bow out. You kind of. Are you hiding or are you in plain sight?
I'm slightly away from the group, but yeah, it's slightly off the side of the path.
But you're not trying to hide. You're just trying to go.
Not
Okay. Yeah, he kind of like throws his hands up a little bit, like I'm part of. I'm a friend of Aiden's, and Aiden kind of at that point comes like I'm walking across the. Yes, don't need to hurt him. This is my good friend Marseilles, and he comes like approaching. Typical look of a sort of sorcerer, wizard, magic user type. Very fine robes, book at his side, walking with a staff. So yes, apologies for not meeting you at your estate, but I was running a bit behind. So, oh, not to worry. Come join me by the fire. We can discuss the coming meeting. It's like, and he walks past you more, and it's like, appreciate the vigilance, and then carries on. Is there anything else anyone wants to achieve this night, or do you want to just take your rests and go through the day?
No, yeah, just literally just talking. Most of his conversation, you'll notice, tends to be about himself. He talks a lot about himself and the things that he's done and how great the Drake Rider nights are, until everyone gets bored and goes to bed.
I'm going to catch an early night.
Okay.
Take first watch then.
Okay. Anyone taking second?
I'll go for the second one.
Second, third.
I'll actually say, well, if it's of no difference to anybody, would you mind terribly if I took first watch? Once I've taken this plate off, it's an absolute bastard to put back on again. I'd much, if it's all the same to you, Fred, I'd much rather take the watch first and then
No,
get out of this.
Yeah, just wake me up in the morning when it's my turn.
In
That's
all
fine.
honesty, you are human, which means you need sleep and you can't see in the dark. Avaris himself can see in the dark and we need less sleep, so we usually just take the watch together. So there's no need for you to worry yourself. You go to bed. Sleep.
Very well.
I'm just standing
I will
down.
watch.
I have a little smile on my face, just as before I walk off, just go mutter like a little phrase, and my eyes get a little, like how cat's eyes get a little gleam. Just go, "Ching, ching," and he casts dark vision on himself. So I can see in the dark now for 8 hours. But fine. Of course, friend. Thank you for taking watch. Ansel, come and help me with my armour, lad. And I just wander off, go and get ready for bed.
I like how through that whole thing as well, Ulma was just like, I can take, hello?
Wake me up when it's my turn. Bye.
As Caden walks off, I just sort of want to like rub his forehead and just quiet himself. I hate nights.
Okay, so if you're taking first watch, just roll a perception.
Am I with you, or have I gone to bed?
Well, you said you were getting an early night, so I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah,
you've gone to bed.
Come back.
That is 18.
I
Okay.
absolutely shit myself every time I have to unequip plate on my character sheet. My armour class goes,
You notice an arrow fly towards Caleb now. So. No, nothing obvious aside from the usual sort of woodland creatures roaming around, and just for safe expediency, throughout the night, anyone who's taking watch, nothing really happens. A natural one.
This away from me.
A natural one. You got a natural
It's a
one.
natural one.
Okay.
You wanna take it away from me?
You're sitting there like. I've never actually, and in your head just going like, I've never actually done this before. What
I
am
mean,
I
it's
supposed
still
to?
a 9.
What am I supposed to do? Do I just stare in one direction? Do I stare in two? And then you just hear this zzz, as a bee, just like as a little fly, just kind of lands on your head. It's like, ah! Just a fly,
Yeah.
just a fly, just a fly.
Oh, great! Now he can change into a fly.
Can I see the fly?
You can quite easily, yeah.
Oh, brilliant! I'm gonna take my notes and see if I know the species and the subspecies. I'm not actually looking anywhere. I'm really fascinated by the fly right now.
And you've all lost your goal because a bunch of raiders came in the night, and no, I didn't. I don't know. Come the morning, you're awakened by the sunrise coming through the trees. Carry on making your way to the town of Whitehall. And Lord Alien just says, "So, right, okay. Well, I'm going to go meet the contact. Time is yours. For a moment, just while we speak to them, and I'll be back with you in a few moments. I believe there's a tavern nearby here which you can relax at. Kaelin, you'd probably know that the best tavern in this town is the Hero's Rest. Very well-known tavern, very reasonable priced ale and drinks, and good food and good beds for the nights as well."
You
Excellent.
think that's the best tavern? You probably think that's referring to him.
There's a funny story, you know. It's actually said that this tavern was named after me. After we last visited Aiden's Lands, we slew a wild manticore that was bothering his people, and of course I was weary to the bone. This tavern used to be called the Fool's Respite, but now it's the Hero's Rest.
Name.
I'm just gonna look at him and be like, only one manticore. No, it's just aren't all that.
I'm calling bullshit on this one. I would like to do an insight check. Yeah? Is it okay to roll?
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. That would be a 23.
Okay. I'm
Kaelin,
going to roll persuasion because Caleb believes this to be true. Because this is what
Okay.
I told him.
okay.
It doesn't mean that it is. 7. So yeah, I'm convinced that this is actually the truth, and I'm convinced that everyone in this town thinks I am the hero that needed rest. But yeah, it's not anywhere near. This is just what my old retainer told me to stoke my ego a little bit.
I like it. I'll keep it to myself, don't worry. It's all good.
All right. So, is that where you want to go, guys?
So yes, this is a fine place. It's, obviously, you'll love it. It's grand. And I'll just start trotting along as if everyone's going to obviously follow me, because why wouldn't they? But I'm going, all the people in the street, I'm waving to them as we go past. Hello, yes,
Can I see if anyone's waving back to him or if everyone's just ignoring him?
Do a perception check.
Kill the bastard thing. But I'm going, yes, hello. Your eyes do not deceive you. It is indeed me. Yes, I know.
17.
17. What you're noticing a lot of the time is most of the people are just like waving politely, like yes, hello, as he walks past them. One
I'll
or two.
trot with him and I'll wave as well. Yeah.
Kind of day is this?
Fun.
It's like,
Who knew the big cities are like this?
It's
This
like-
is amazing.
it's like- it's like-
I would have come more often.
It's like one of the people that are sitting at the side on a cafe with a sort of hot drink in their hands, like
Golly right with the dragon. And a little
exactly covered in mushrooms as well. You know,
Right.
you
He's a fun guy.
yeah,
I don't point out that that's happening, just so he knows as well that. Just for a little chuckle.
It's fine. This next to that man's massive ego, no one's gonna spot us. And he's shiny. I'm just gonna follow him.
Mortis, you going along as well?
I'm going to hang back a little bit behind them. I don't really want to be associated with this. So a bit too trendy.
To be fair, Avaris and Kyler are keeping like a little bit of a distance, enough so we can see them when we're following them, but enough so that anyone looking might just think we have them walking the same direction.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so I'm going to say that the half elves and the elf are in the back, far behind the group, and go, nope, and just slowly travelling ahead behind them. No, you finally get to the tavern. Kaelin obviously walks straight in there, all blasé.
Ritual or something?
Yeah, you're in. Nice.
Was that a ritual for Drake Riders or something, or?
Yeah, it's but once he's summoned, he's summoned. He's not. I haven't explained.
I meant
everybody,
your beard.
Flesh and yeah, sorry. Yeah, he's not. Although he is flesh and blood, he's actually like. Actually, no, I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, he's flesh and blood. He's a dragon. Yeah, there are rituals to summon him.
Or if you just left him outside.
He's in the care of my 3 stewards, who are stabling him away from all the other, normal mounts that are in the stable, because they don't tend to react for it. He doesn't give a shit about horses. He's not looking at them like, I'm going to eat you. But just the smell of a drake being there is enough to unsettle a lot of the mounts. So he tends to be stabled 2 or 3 paces away from any other mounts that are there. And one of the stewards is always nearby to tend to him.
I am shocked at the tavern keepers. The tavern keepers don't want a dragon just chilling outside of their pub. I mean, it can't be bad for business, right?
I mean, it's a deterrent, right?
There won't be any trouble tonight.
Or we'll feed you to the dragon. But that said, Drake, although Kaelin is very young and he's very full of himself, Drake Rider Knights are not the type of people that you would like immediately think are a bunch of fools. They're very serious. They're known for dealing with high level issues around the lands of men. So the mount especially gets treated with enough respect that it's okay to be there.
I mean, it's a dragon.
Fucking no, yeah. It's a dragon, man.
Alrighty. So as you enter, it's a very busy tavern. It's got several floors to four floors to it. Quite a big place. It's got a downstairs area, which is the sort of main bar area, and it's got a second floor with a little balcony overlooking the main bar. That's got some bit quieter, a bit more spaced out tables for a bit more privacy. And as you go to the higher levels, like the top floor is where all the beds and accommodations are, and then the third floor is basically private area completely. You have little function rooms for everyone to sleep in, to meet and drink in. And off to the right by the bar, there's a little back room where there's a kitchen off to one side, and the other side, Ken, you've used it a couple of times before. It's basically an adventurer's hold area. Private table with its own little servant in there, and a roaring fireplace where travelling adventurers go to plan the next time off. Quite expensive to rent.
Do I know the barkeep's name or anything?
You do, yes. And as he spots you, he just kind of gives a hard. He's like, Kaelin, you old bastard! And you see this big Leonin behind the bar, waving him over to come to join him.
What's his name?
Valathor.
Valathor! Come here, friend! I've got forgetting that almost right there. I'm throwing my hands up. Oh, come on! Come to me, friend. How are you? How the hell's life?
Very well, very well. These are new travelling companions, I see.
Indeed. Friends, this is Valathor.
Valathor.
This is Valathor. He's a good man and deft hand with a nail. Please, whatever they want. It's not, first round's on me. Come, friends. He'll take good care of you. What would you like?
We got that.
Preferably northern.
Good taste. I have some of that behind here. Yes, for sure. For the lady.
Your fruitiest drink, please. Your fruitiest, most alcoholic drink.
That I can do for you. I like you already.
Do you have those? What did you call those cocktails, Valathor? Health potions?
Yes.
Those left?
Ah, the special health potions. I see what you mean.
Special health potion.
I will get-
Big wiggly.
Yeah. I will certainly get one of those for you, lady. It'll blow your head off. Literally.
You'll love these. I'll put a smile on anyone's face.
I'll,
Arsha, how about you?
Extra healthy.
Extra healthy.
Just some water for me. No, I don't drink.
Valathor smiles, like twitches a little bit. It's like, one of those. Okay.
I'm sure he's not a complete ass. Momo, friend,
Yes.
what's your poison?
Cider?
That we have to. And he like
Excellent.
sits it around. It's like, it's a bit busy up here, but why don't you go upstairs and have your normal table? It's all free for you.
Good man. How much do I owe you for the drinks?
For you, 5 silver.
I'll chuck him a gold because I'm a big spender.
Generous as always.
As the gold piece is in the air, Mango swoops down and like just grabs it.
Son of a bit.
Mango,
What gods is that?
sorry.
Pressure goes with child is just active. It's very new.
Wow, I didn't realize that's how dragons worked.
Yep, straight out. Absolutely. Spat him out into the world.
That's hilarious. Can he give you the gold now, please?
Mango is the stern luck and he just kind of drops it into his hand.
Thank you. You're very adorable, but pay.
Very quickly flies behind my shoulder.
And as Kaelin like walks off to go, he like he just like looks at some of you lot and just goes, "Did he tell you the story about how this bar was named after him?"
Yeah.
I'm already halfway up the stairs. I've gone.
Alright, just let him have it. And he just kind of goes about his business again.
Do I, as Mango was flying around, did I recognize the species, or what is that?
Bats for B to tell you.
What?
Excuse me. I got to, yeah.
Halfling.
Yes, the creature that you have with you, what is it, if you don't mind?
She is a pseudo dragon.
Another dragon.
She is. She is my familiar, and
Ah.
as you look at her, she's literally really cute, fluffy ears, moth-like wings that are green, a little tail that kind of ends feathery and smoky, and she's just really
Oh.
cute.
I'll speak in Draconic and just say hello.
Shy, hides behind my shoulder. She's a little shy sometimes, but she'll come around.
Do you mind if I draw?
No, go ahead.
I'll follow you for a while and just start wildly drawing the
Yeah,
creature
I
that is
like-
with you.
I'll get out the food strap that Mango's put in my pocket and just kind of. If you offer her this, she'll.
Yes. What I'll do is I'll leave it on my hand like this.
Is it half
Let
of
her
his
colour.
biscuit from earlier?
It might be.
I'll let her just land it. I'll just walk like this. Just go to it and just look at her as she's eating.
Nibbling the biscuit.
Excellent. Fantastic. And I'll just try to remember as much as I can so I can draw.
Alrighty. Several hours pass. You're happily, merrily drinking away. I'm gonna guess you're just lightly drinking, not heavily going at it.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
It's the glass.
half pint I was given is more than enough for me.
They do it in yeah, just two glasses and then
Yeah,
turn into the night. Serious business.
no problem. As the hours wear on, one of Aiden's aides comes into the tavern, speaks to Valathor. He points out where to go and comes up and is like, "Well, we have the location for the meet. The Lord is currently residing in the one of the castle rooms. We've been told we'll be escorted there tomorrow by some of the High Elf guards. So the night is yours. We're expecting to be picked up 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Guards of who?
The Queen's own personal royal guards.
Queen isn't the high.
The High Queen of the High Elves. Yeah.
Does this mean something? Does this mean something to you, Kyla?
Just a fan.
A fan. I immediately kind of noticed that this is probably the first good word that he's had to say about anyone or anything since I met him. Must be quite a lady.
You could say that. I'm just gonna just say a quick glance with Glarus of such
I look-
mental meaning.
I'll look between Avaris and Mortis as well and be like, I've had precious few dealings with elves. Do you know anything of the Queen? What should we expect?
What you would know, Kyla, from your times in their court, is that she's a fair queen. She doesn't see herself above others, like her previous her previous kinsmen. Some of the higher, obviously, you know that some high elves believe that they are the highest of the high, so they should really be in charge of the lands, while she is of the mind of let people be, like work in harmony together, trade, share knowledge, that sort of thing, which isn't very popular among some of her court.
Incredibly popular with me.
My exact words and what are the only thing I know all of that. The only things I share with the party. Well, she's not a complete cunt like her predecessor. Literally all I share.
How long has she been queen?
150 years.
100. Oh, right. So, who was? Did you know the predecessor, Kyla? Are these your people?
Not personally, thankfully. But I believe they ended up throwing them out of the castle window, dangling from their own intestines.
That is very much not true, but I like the fact that you're spreading those rumours.
I'll just tell anyone anything, really.
I'm just going to look across at all my one then. I thought elves were the pinnacle of civilization. Seems they're not that much different from the rest of the humans on this continent.
Who told you they were the pinnacle of civilization?
Oh, they're in all the stories that we read, all the ancient tales, the sources of history, the great deeds before the rise of mankind. It's full of elves. Elves doing this, elves making events, elves forging items, elves casting spells.
Tell me, human, who do you think wrote those stories?
Not gnomes.
I hate Keller.
I mean, he's right.
No, what Mortis would know as well from being a pureblood high elf. You served in her army a few times, and her predecessors. You know that the predecessor, whose name I will come up with later.
Oh yeah, that was blank.
Oh my god, we found the big baddie.
His name is Redacted.
You know that her predecessor was died in battle against one of the last real dragon threats in Golkinian.
So he's a fine warrior.
I mean, I know that too, but I just...
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I just like the idea that you just he was a prick, so he just.
He was a bit of a tyrant, to be fair. She's a lot more gentle. So it's a bit tricky.
Half the stories I've heard are true.
Excellent.
Okay.
Kingstones look like guns.
If there's anything that you think we should know, or anything that you pick up on while we're going about this meet, and anything you can share will be greatly appreciated.
Just be respectful, you'll be fine.
Of course.
She quite likes humans. She quite likes other races, so you should be fine. Just treat her with respect.
You speak well of her. If she doesn't abuse her power and treats her people well, then I have no quarrel with her of any form.
I've never seen her abusing people. I've never seen her abusing anyone else, so...
I've often found that in what travels I have made around these lands, that the true measure of a ruler is in how their people speak of them, and the three of you seem to think fondly of her. in your own ways, he says, looking at Kylar especially.
So that's fun for a situation you can't.
We'll take that as a win. Anyway, I'm to bed.
Already?
Are we to meet in the morning? 9 o'clock for the
You're
summons.
not coming to bed
What's
with
the
us,
time?
so yes, I'll meet you in the morning.
What is the time?
At this point, it's coming up to about 9 o'clock in the evening because you've been there a while.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, just before the time runs out, I'm gonna tempt Mango with a little gooseberry on goodberry on my hand.
She like cups it in her hand. Tries to get a whole mouth round it.
Fascinating little creature.
She rolls onto your back and your hand, so
Oh, that is beautiful.
eventually.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That would be great.
The lad, Aiden, what's his name? Not Aiden, that's the Lord. But the lad, Ansel, if you need me during the evening, feel free to send him. He knows where I'll be staying. Then I make my way to my usual room and
Yeah.
pass out for the night.
Just before I go to bed, I'm gonna get rid of the old ones and quickly cast 10 good berries and resupply before sleep.
Okay.
I'll dark vision before going to sleep. So. Oh, it's like a routine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the tavern and go and look at the town notice board.
As you're leaving the tavern, so where you were sat was one of the balconies overlooking the door of the tavern. As you get up to as the party leaves, you notice a group of men enter wearing the symbol of the Kragor family.
Nudge.
I look at them. I look at Varys. We'll leave by the back door.
Did we all leave by then?
You guys had Kaelin and Ulmo. You guys did. Mortis, I don't know. Would you?
I'm simply sitting upstairs looking over the balcony.
With the party, or were you by yourself?
Party's all separated, isn't it? So I'm just going to be sitting by myself.
We were
Yeah.
still there when that happened.
So you can either notice that.
I can see what's going on downstairs. I can see what's going on. People that more walked in.
Yeah. So you notice that Kyler and Avaris feel uncomfortable around them as well.
Uncomfortable. Just don't want to.
Okay. So you leave by the back door. Go around. Mortis, is there anything you want to do tonight?
Okay.
Okay, so I'll say that you just grab a room for yourself too. It's 2 silvers per night for the room, so anyone who's taking your room, knock 2 silver off of your inventory. Okay.
Pay first.
How big is there like a woodland next to it, or is this like in the middle of?
Yeah, if you want to leave the town, there is a woodland not far away. If you want to go there instead, you just have to be at the tavern by 9 o'clock in the morning. That's all. Where you sleep is your choice.
That's all right. I'll get a room. That's fine.
Okay. Was there anything in particular you're looking for on the notice boards, Kyler?
Look, seeing about work, if there's any posts, stuff like that. Seeing if there's any opportunities to make some money.
Okay. There's a few posters about requesting armed escorts between the war-torn countrysides. Some call to arms from some dwarven families to bolster their numbers against the orcs in their mountains. There's one particular dwarf that's looking at that one, just goes like, no good for that one anymore.
Sort of look down at him, but I don't talk to him or interact with him. Just sort of glance at him.
Okay. And his mate just goes, yeah, it's been quiet up in the mountains recently, isn't it? Odd that. Oh well. Guess we gotta find work elsewhere.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
Yes?
Sorry, Sorry, dwarves. Kyla Andros, at your service. You said it was quiet up in the mountains. My understanding was that the orc tribes had been on a bit of a stabbing spree.
Well, they had been, but in recent weeks they've been quiet. Not sure why.
Well, that is interesting. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
With me, Master Dwarfs.
You're welcome. You have a good evening. Have a good evening. And they just wander off.
You, Master Dwarfs.
Wander off and do their own things. But yeah, that's about all there is on the notice boards. Like I say, this is a neutral town, so there's not going to be much in the way of crime or anything like that going on there. So it's just the usual sort of bullshit that you read all the time.
I read the bullshit and I leave.
Okay. To go to the tavern in bed, or
Yeah, we'll stay in the tavern.
okay. So yeah, knock 2 silvers off of your guys, well, or a silver each if you're splitting it, either one.
No, Kyla's paying.
Okay.
I just when she says Kyla's paying, I'm just like, Mango. Mango just
Mango
flies
gets it
over.
out of your pocket.
Yeah, she just gets some. I just glare at her. Some drugs.
And Mango manages to find you 11 silver.
Thank you, Mango. I just put it quietly in my pocket.
Mango's so handy.
She's on like my finger, but she's on like my hand because obviously I know Mango. And give her a little piece of chicken that I've like scavenged off a table. Good girl.
Alright, so you take your rests. Come the morning, it's 8 o'clock. So I say you kind of wake up about 7 in the morning. Your servants wake you up, Kaelin. Valathor's left instructions to have your breakfast ready for you, and has made some extra for your companions as well, ready at your table.
Excellent. I have Ansel help me to get into the armour again, and Leomar helps me to comb back and tidy my hair so I'm properly presented for a meeting with people of note.
It takes him an hour and a half to help you put on your armour because he's fumbling like fuck with it. I rolled for it to see what he would do, and it wasn't good.
As you're putting on your armor, me and Avaris are going to exchange a look and then both just cast mage armor on ourselves.
Okay.
And then walk out the tavern.
What?
Just gonna walk out the tavern. Any particular direction, or you're just gonna sit there and wait for the?
We're just going outside. We're just like we're bored of. It's been here for like 45 fucking minutes and he's still putting his armor on and just goes outside.
And the boy is still primping, so.
Yeah, so we're just outside at like
Okay.
the benches outside the tavern or something. Just, okay.
Mortis.
This may be true, but there is something that's worth noting. I look fabulous.
Mortis, anything? Are you gonna
Just
sort of?
gonna have a wander around the town. I think I'll go towards the gate. Welcome when they arrive.
Okay. Well, like I say, the plan was to meet at the tavern for 9 o'clock, and then you would be escorted to your place. So, you want to just hang by the gate for a bit and then head back there at 9 o'clock, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Olmo.
I actually got up on time, and I managed to get there for 8. And I've been sitting just at
That's
the
not-
table, the same table,
Still not on
and
time.
I'm just waiting for everyone to join. But some people just kind of walked past me and left. And others never turned up, and I'm still just sitting there.
Olmo's just very confused right now. It's just like,
Impression that almost either very early or very late.
What time were we supposed to be there? I'm confused.
9 o'clock.
Fine.
Oh yeah, fantastic. So I'm there an hour early, just drawing in my books,
Okay.
making some more notations, and observations, going
And
through old files and documents.
about 8:30 is when you see Aiden and Marseille, his friend Marseilles, approaching you. Marseilles, by the way, is also a half elf, much like you two. Hasn't really had the chance to speak to you guys yet. Like I say, about 5:30 he arrives at the tavern. Aiden kind of acknowledges the two of you at the bench. And so, are they all inside?
Yes, I believe so.
Excellent. I will go and introduce ourselves, and goes into the tavern. You guys can either follow behind or stay where you are. It's up to you.
Follow in.
Okay. Sure. Marseilles just exchanges a nod with the two of you and goes in after Aiden. And Aiden sits down and at this time, Caelan, your armor's on now, finally.
Yeah, I'm just kind of coming down the stairs just as Aiden and Marseilles come up to Ulmo. Good morning, good to see you. On time, I see.
As always, as are you, it seems, and so finely dressed as always.
Indeed so. Leomar's like buffing at a shoulder round. Leave it. Yes, always ready for action.
And
Look exhausted.
yes, indeed. Well, we should be expecting the Queen's Guard at any moment now. Have you all had a breakfast and fed and ready to go?
I look longingly at the table as I'm kind of walking past it. Yes.
I'll do you mind if I notice that and just offer you a good berry?
Oh, by all means.
There you go. This should help. Enjoy.
Thank you. I will appreciate this. Single berry.
Good.
It's marvellous.
Yeah.
Very filling.
I find it to be, yes.
Enough to fill the stomach of 4 men. How many did you eat? 5.
Is there a stag benefit on good berry?
No. Yeah, he joins you for your tea and your morning routine for the next 15 minutes, and then you start hearing the sort of the recognisable footfalls of a well marching column coming down the street. So obviously he goes outside. You all line up outside. You just see these very ornate armoured humanoids marching towards the tavern. Very fine helmets on them, long spears and shields in their arms. The symbol of the summer sun on their breastplates to signify the Queen. And at their head is Captain. I've lost his name now. Son of a bitch.
Crunch.
No, that's the orc.
Captain. Son of a bitch. Captain Craster is.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, that's the Don Can as well.
What a name.
Yeah, Captain Craster is at the head of the column. You know him, Caelan. You've had some dealings with him in the past. You're not on like friendly terms, but he's exchanged contracts with you once or twice. He's made.
Crust.
He just gives you a curt nod, and a little bit of a curt nod to Avaris and Kylo as well. Kylo, you've known him for a while. He was in the court whilst you were serving there, and you've had a few bouts together in the past against assassination attempts and marauding bandits through lands. So he knows your worth and you know his, and you know he's a steadfast and definitely loyal to the Queen. And he's like, I'm to escort you to the summit. It will take us half a day to march there. If you have any dealings you need to get done, I suggest you do them now. And we will meet you at the gate when you are ready. Kurt nods again and then marches his column off. There's about 20 of them in the column. And yeah, they're just very smartly marching along.
I'll mount Vegetable and try to get to like the front of the column.
Crassidy kind of looks up and rolls his eyes and just carries on at his normal pace.
What was your Drake's name again?
Veshagor.
Veshagor. Veshagor will hear in his mind in Draconic. Do you mind if I jump on as well?
I don't think you'll be able to
Oh.
carry him. I don't think a small and a medium creature can
Oh, is he
ride.
not that big?
No, he's only a medium creature. He's literally human. So I can only ride him because it's a class feature.
Oh,
If it was any other animal, it's too small for me to ride him.
in case what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue walking beside him, like, all happy, like.
You're basically jogging after him because he's a very fast
Oh,
mover.
yeah, I'm doing my best.
This big old like childish grin on your face like the whole time. Like.
I love all man.
And I'm gonna guess, Mortis, you're gonna be like hanging at the back again and just sort of bringing up the rear.
No, I'm going to walk along with the captain, try and catch up on you. So I've been away for a while.
Yeah, and like I say, you same as Kyla. You've been on the field with him a few times. So yeah, and he knows you, and he gives you a little nod as he's walking. It's like, how's the mercenary work going?
It's not too bad. I've dried up, but see, I'm joining this profession at the moment. We've got our little group together, so quite happy.
Excellent. And I see you've picked up 1 or 2 new scars.
Yeah, we'll say 1 or 2. Yeah.
That I can see, and
Interesting time.
that I can see anyway. What gave you those ones?
This one was from a walk. Got a little bit too close, but bit of archery. Shot it in the face. It's cool. Put it down. Most of these old ones are just old wounds, to be fair.
Very well.
Past battles, we've been in many of these together.
Oh yes, more than I can count. Kind of gives a little bit of a chuckle, and you just like reminiscing as you're marching. It's a nice clear day. Looks like in the far distance there's the promise of some sort of approaching storm, but it's quite a ways off. And you're brought to this old ruin, like a ruined tower. With these, it's got like this palisade wall around it with 3 different gates. Well, I say gates; they're just openings for people to walk in and out of. Lots of makeshift shelters outside. You can see dwarves there. You can see a lot of human camps, elves, dark elves. All different people have arrived, various races and nations. There's some lizard folk, there's some gnomes, there's some more halflings, even a few Goliaths and such are there as well. This is very obviously these rumours have caused a lot of unrest with a lot of people. It seems a lot more than what was initially thought. It looks like a little mini village is currently camped outside of this ruined tower at the moment.
Are we like progressing through this little like shanty town?
At the moment, you are. Yes, you're approaching the palisade, the first palisade gate.
As when we get to like the point where we're passing among them,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use primeval awareness
Okay.
and just reach out with my senses and see if I can detect within 6 miles.
6 miles. Okay.
For the next minute, at least, within the next 6 miles, whether I can sense any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
Okay. Aside from obviously
It doesn't tell me
your
where
own.
they are or how many. It just says if
Yeah.
there are any within 6 miles.
Nothing's popping up on your little radar aside from your own mount, obviously,
Okay.
And Mango.
and Mango. Fiends. No, there's not. There's no fiends in the nearby within a 6 mile radius or any undead or anything
Yeah, I was
like
more worried about fae, fiends, and undead. Out of
Yeah.
all that. So, like,
that. Yeah.
just in case there's anyone pretending to be anything they're not.
Yeah, no. From using that spell, you can tell that everyone here is who they say they are.
Okay. I don't say anything to anyone. Just use the force, Luke.
Yeah. You're met at the gate. Crasta then stops at the first gate, and just like turns to Aiden and says, "Like, wait, who among who is it? Ulmo among you?" Oh.
Passive perception?
No. This is Crasta. Just talking to you guys. Crasta just says like, could Kate. So yes, Kaelin, Ulmo, and Aiden and Marseilles, please follow me into the grounds. The rest of you, there is a little. We'll call it a tavern, but it's just basically a sheet put over a makeshift thing, just to like your guards.
It's a lark tavern.
Yeah, it's like your guards may wait in the tent.
I send my 3, staff.
Yeah.
Tell them they can wait there.
Yeah, and he just kind of your dear friend can also wait with them if you don't mind. You're talking about your dragon.
I slip from the saddle and I just kind of mutter a few words in Veshigor's ear, and instead of doing that, he beats his wings and just rises into the sky.
Nice.
And
okay.
he's just going to keep an eye. He's just going to perform a few late.
Circle.
But while we're here, he's just circling the encampment.
Okay. Good to know.
Go off.
So.
Just before they leave, I'm going to say in Elvish, Kreshta, please give my regards.
I shall do. She still asks after you from time to time.
No.
You should write her sometime.
In front of his girlfriend, no less. That queen's a pussy.
And then he just kind of turns and escorts the rest of you into the summit area. Now, when you get in there, you can see there's a small handful of people. Obviously, the important members of the households. As they're sat around, you can see the High Queen of the High Elves there, waiting to introduce everybody once everyone's there. Her name is Eatris Summerlight, and after your troop sits around the tables, takes their positions, they place Kaelin and Ulmo next to each other. Aiden sits off to the left of you, Kaelin and Marseilles onto his left. And they're all just patiently waiting. You see the human families turn up first. Oh, some of them anyway. The one that you notice missing, Kaelin, is the House of the Keenstones. They have not sent any representatives.
Is that Keenstones?
Keenstones. You've noticed that they've not sent any representatives, and Aiden also sees that and shares a look with you. You know from their history, the Keenstones believe themselves above all the humans to be the lords of Golkinion. Sorry, Meadoldon. Like they should be the ones ruling it, and no one else.
Yeah, I'll give Aiden a very pointed look.
Yeah, so you're not surprised at all that these guys haven't turned up. You see the boisterous Kragors from the Nether Shores. Essentially, think of them like the sort of Rus Nordic sort of style people. Then you've got the not as well-known family, but still powerful in their own way, mainly because of their knowledge. Is the family of Habernash. And the proud Belmonts are also sat there, and Malons as well.
Hang on, I can't write all this down quick enough.
I'll be putting all this in a message to you guys as well, so
okay,
you don't so just so you can get all the spelling and stuff.
Tapping it out. Look.
Promise, DM, promise.
That was a very good reenactment of what was happening. Right?
All those people look the same to me.
Yeah.
Racist.
And you see all the dwarfs,
Because they're bipedal.
They're not animals.
you see a couple of dwarf lords there, and even a couple of halflings amongst them as well, in a routine. There's a very large Goliath sat in one of the other chairs. Just looks like a typical Goliath, shirtless, pants on, just great axe sat not too far away from him, and
That's where he's gone to.
and yes, once the last of the human families arrive and are sat down, the Queen then stands and announces, like, well, disappointing to see that not everyone has turned up to this summit, but from what I've heard of those, I suppose it shouldn't be a surprise. We all know why we are here. It is because there is some kind of threat growing in the east. We know not what it is. Many of our wise men and magicers are sensing some sort of dark magic coming from that area. And any expedition or scouting party who's sent to investigate has never been heard from again. Clearly these need to be discussed. Kaelan, what did the Draken Riders make of this?
We have seen no movement. Our riders have been heavily engaged in assisting in dwarven refugees from the collapse of Mount Ironspine. We have had no call to be present in the east in any numbers. In the main, that is my main reason for attending this meet, is to learn more and to assess the potential for threat.
Very well.
If there is a rising force of evil in the world, then I have the authority to pledge the blades of the Drake Riders to seeing its expulsion, but as of yet, I fear I can offer no knowledge.
Well, we appreciate the attendance and the promise to arms should there be a great threat. Great Draken Riders are always welcome in these courts. And she turns to a few of the other human lords and just it's like, well, I'm glad to see that you at least cease the fighting for a while until we resolve this. Have you any information or any... and this kind of goes on for a while, where they're just back and forth, exchanging... the general knowledge is the same sort of thing.
If at any point there's any squabbling between like the human houses and the human kingdoms, I'm pretty quick to kind of intervene.
Yeah.
Not in an aggressive way, but in a very firm, stop it.
Yeah.
Behave yourself. Don't get eaten by a drake now. Be good. You know, like Daddy says, behave.
Yeah, and that does happen a couple of times. Oddly enough, the Kragors are the ones who don't rise to any sort of insults or jabs, despite the fact they're such a proud peoples. And any time that you step in and start essentially backhanding people with your words, when they start, they just start heartily chuckling to themselves a little bit. But then, but yeah, the general notion is that all they hear so far is rumors and stories of the East, largely unexplored lands. Not much is known about it in the first place. Some are stating that maybe it's the rise of dragons once more. Others that it's perhaps a foreign invasion force of some kind that are amassing, ready to sweep the nations aside. Others that it's some sort of calamity for punishment for the needless war over the last 150 years between the human nations, and obviously the humans take offense to that, and then more squabbling happens before it's put down between Kaelan and the Queen herself. At that point the Queen is like, well, as individual scouting parties and even mercenary forces being sent have been inadequate in discovering anything, my suggestion is that we send a united force across the seas to investigate and face whatever potential threat may be out there, if there even is one.
I concur.
Can I just say, DM, ask a question? When we're talking about lands in the east, do I know which territories we're talking about?
No, because you haven't gone there yourself yet.
Fantastic. I keep listening.
Yeah. You've been invited in mainly because you're representing the Druid Circle in the realm. They do ask if the Druids have had any sort of inkling or any sort of visions or anything like that coming to them. What you know about the elders is that what they've told you is no visions, but this is also a concern for no visions coming from the east, and any times they've tried to sort of delve their magic into the east, it's met with this resistance. Like a powerful sort of shielding spell is keeping them out.
Okay. So what I'll say then, when I am asked, if I am asked, am I asked?
You are asked, yes.
Excellent. I will say,
To run to the bathroom.
No problem.
say, greetings, my queen. My name is Olmo, representative of the Droid Circle. We have not been able to ascertain what is happening. Those are the lands unknown. It feels like there is some strong magic there that is stopping us from seeing it. And if anything, I am more than happy to volunteer to investigate the territories and investigate the land. And if you need anyone to go, I am more than eager and happy to help.
She does have a little half smile as she's saying this. It's just like the joy and enthusiasm of the halflings is a very reassuring thing in this world. I thank you for your offer. We may well take you up on it.
Yes, thank you.
And there's a little bit more discussion, a lot more bickering between the human nations about who should be the one to lead the humans in this incursion. It's finally agreed that a representative from each household will equally lead any expedition forces. The Kraggles refuse outright that they're going to send any of their warriors because they suspect that the other households, once they send their soldiers, will attack them, particularly the Keenstones. That's their biggest fear from a lot of the human families, is that they send any sort of force, the Keenstones will move their men in to take advantage of the lessened military force. After a while, they call for a recess, a break, to let everyone refresh themselves before agreeing on a final course of action as to how they will handle this expedition. So you're all escorted outside again. The Queen stays behind with Aiden, Marseus, and a few other noticeables, particularly Captain Craster, and a few of her guards stay behind.
Sorry.
Craster.
Is it?
I'll send you all the details in a message after this. A few moments pass. I'm mainly waiting for both Andys to get back before we carry on.
Andy's coming. He's just come to get a drink, so he'll be there.
Did we go outside? Did we go outside the door or something?
Yeah, you're escorted out the tower, and you're now outside. You see your companions off in the little makeshift tent.
Oh, brilliant! Isn't it exciting, everyone? We might be going to the east.
It does seem that way. It does seem that way, Olma. It does seem to be. That does seem to be the way the wind is blowing. With my pathetic perception, can I watch any of the human delegations leaving and seeing if any of them seem less than enthusiastic about this?
Of course, yeah.
God, this is going to be bad. 11.
No, it's a pretty low AC. It was a pretty low target number, to be fair, because they are very obviously not happy about this. Again, like I said earlier, because of the fact that the Keenstones are not sending representatives. The biggest fear from them is that if they do send military forces off to assist in this expedition, the Keenstones will take advantage of the weakened state and send their own men in to take these lands.
Makes sense.
And after a little while, you are starting to be summoned back in again when, sorry, dragon's name again?
Veshigor.
Veshigor. You suddenly hear, like, with the connection you have with him, you suddenly sense unease in him.
My eyes flick up.
And he's kind of hovering in spot, like looking off to the eastern side of the forest. And then his head whips around again behind him, and then looking around. And he gives that roar of a warning to you, and then flies down to you.
Okay.
And then just as he lands next to you, sorry.
No, go for the approach. I'll just run straight over to him and lay my hand on the side of his face. What alarms you, friend? What?
And he says in Draconic to you, greenskins. And just greenskins.
Greenskins.
And just as he says that, you hear this. And from the forest surrounding,
They went.
from the forest surrounding you, you just see hundreds of greenskins start pouring out of the forests, converging on this tower.
Are they like attacking, or are they just?
Oh, they weapons out. They're roaring their war cries and they're charging at you. And what
Blade
you
out.
and from
Cast
what
Thaumaturgy to make my voice louder, and just like bellow out, "To arms! We are attacked!" Jump onto Veshkor's back.
and with that, I want everyone to roll for initiative. And what I'll say as well is, as you're looking at these orcs, like you've heard the stories of orcs from the dwarves about how they're like this mindless rabble of greenskins that just run in and charge in and go trying to smacky smack things all the time. These look like they're very well armoured. They look like they've got a lot of good gear on them. These don't look like average orc raiders. This is like a pretty elite army. Alright, let me just grab my notesies. Alright, and bring up the battle map. Okay. Remind myself how to reveal the map. You should have control of your tokens.
Yes, we will.
Thanks.
I'll move Vesh's token off to the top somewhere because I'm riding in now.
Yeah, no worries.
So if you're doing this roll 20, you take it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm still seeing that old campaign.
Are you in Dark Horizons?
No,
Or are you in?
No, he's
Yeah,
in London.
fine.
Right?
have I switched?
Oh shit, just dropped my pen. Oh no, it's gone off into the void. This is not good.
Not the void.
Okay.
I'll send it to you on Steam.
The void, not the void.
Not the void.
Okay, there we go. There's a spare one. Alright. Okay. 25 to 20.
Shoot, okay.
There's gonna be one of those.
Oh, good. Okay, good to...
Next.
Yeah?
Remember, your character's called Olmo. Remember.
Oh, I know. Oh, trust me, I know this name now.
Alright. 15 to 20.
Hello.
Oh,
I got 18.
18. Good stuff.
Yeah.
10 to 15.
Yay! 13.
Poor Scott.
13 for me.
13 for you.
14.
14. That is... Kyla.
I dropped my desk.
Andy, did you manage to get in? Huh?
What the name? It's making me log in. I don't know the login details.
Oh, you probably, need to log in.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure
So Virus, Kyla,
God, you're very good at role playing.
Olmo.
What? Who? Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, bless you.
I almost don't like you.
What did you roll, Mortis?
I got a natural 1, so that's amazing.
Okay.
5.
So, and what did you get, Scott?
I got 6.
Damn, but
Hell
guys.
yeah.
Yeah. Not dead last.
Feels so much better.
Are you opening in a different browser?
No.
Did you
same
copy the
browser.
link? Oh.
Yeah, no, it's trying to log in, but I don't actually want to log into it. I just haven't logged into it since day 1. Just click login and it just does it automatically. Right, keep going. I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, I can... If you want to look at the stream, I can control your character from there and just tell me where you want to go. Now I just need to reveal areas. There we go.
Let's see it, hopefully. Oh wait, no, it has logged in.
Okay, so that's the first thing you're all seeing. Down below you is just a pack of orcs coming off, breaking for your particular side of the wall.
There's fucking loads of them.
Aiden comes running out and is just like, oh shit. You guard this wall. We'll guard the others. And they go running off. The various lords and dwarves go scattering off to desperately try and block the entrances to the other two entrances for this palisade. And you guys have been.
Hey, stay safe.
You too, friend. And he just charges off with his sword in his hand. Captain Craster comes out and says over to you, Kylo, I've been tasked with guarding the Queen, but if you need me really desperately, call me and you know I'll come. And he bars the gates and he's locked. They are currently locked inside the tower.
As he disappears, like a Craster, if you need me, call. I will come.
Nods and then does the whole cross.
Keep
Right.
it safe.
Top of the round then, Avaris.
Okay, I'm so scared going fast. Sorry, let me just have a proper look. Okay.
The guy with the red dot, by the way, for everyone's
that was
info, he's much bigger looking than the others, and his arm is a lot more chunkier and a lot more thicker than the others as well.
Damn boy, he's thick.
That's a thick ass boy.
Okay, I want to turn to Kyla quickly and just say midnight, and do a little nod. And then, but first, I'm going to cast a fireball
Yep,
here.
on the big guy.
Yeah, let's do it let's do it actually here. This is 20. Sorry, I'm a bit out of it.
It's alright.
Fireball.
Fireball! It is a 20-foot radius, so everything in a 20-foot radius of this guy
Okay.
needs to make a Dex 16 saving throw.
20 foot. Okay, so that's these guys around here. Good to know. That's that one. That passes. Passes. Definitely passes. 100% passes. I'm afraid. Yep,
You're passed.
they've all passed, so they're going to take half damage.
Okay, hang on, I did count and then I forgot immediately what it was. So
Top skills.
I'm like not kidding when I'm a little bit. 21. So half of that is. Are we rounding up or down for damage?
Up. Always up for damage.
So 11 points of damage to.
11
all
points of
them boy,
damage.
please.
Excellent, thank you.
And then that's it. I'll stick by my boy, my boo,
You boo. No.
my boo.
Okay.
And that's me. S'il vous plaît.
Okay, cool. One advantage to Roll20 is that I can just put their health in here rather than having to track it on a piece of paper.
Definitely the best way to do it.
It's the best way of doing it, 100%.
And we've got in the chat now again, it's like, Dirk! And also, sorry chat, I'm trying to type respond, but for some reason Twitch isn't letting me type in OBS at the moment, so I can't respond to any new messages. I do apologise. Okay. Finish doing the damage, and... Right.
Do you know how I know I'm out of it? I only rolled 66 and not 96. It's fine. We'll carry on.
We'll forget, yeah, just for expediency's sake, we'll carry on, but yeah, just move for next time. Alright then, next in line, Kyla.
Cool. I'm going to quietly shake my head at Avaris, and then I'm just going to say, stay out of the light. And then, everything within a 30-foot radius from, just have a quick, that point actually there, right, there we go. So the light basically finishes like here, just in front of the gate, everything in a 30-foot radius. So basically all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
Okay.
Yes. If I'm doing that one here. Actually, that, you see this guy
That
here?
that one little guy who's, yeah.
That one little guy, yeah. He's outside of the light, so he's fine.
Okay.
I need everyone else, please, to take a saving throw, which is Constitution for me.
Right. I'm just gonna, for expediency, just gonna do it as a group rather than individually again because that's too many. What's the save?
18.
18. Well, the big guy passes, the others do not.
Excellent, right, so they all are going to suffer 1 level of exhaustion for me,
Oh,
please.
okay.
Start, and... 1 second, I need to find my D10s. Where'd I leave them? You a D10? You're a D10. You're also a D10. You're also a D10. Sorry,
You're a
and you're a D10, right? Let's go. So they're all going to take. Ooh, that is pretty fucking shiny. So that's a 6, 2, so that is 8, 3, so that is 11 plus a 1. You suck. So that's going to be 12. So they're all going to take 12 radiant damage for me.
Oof.
They also all glow, and they cannot turn invisible. And the light is going to stay there as well. It's a 30-foot radius of kind of like pale, sickly green looking light that just touches
Okay.
everything.
Well, the ones that were in range of the fireball are gone.
Excellent. That's what I like to see.
And all the others are still just about standing. Well, 11 damage, did you say? Oh no, 13 wasn't it? Sorry, 13.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
11
that's
with me.
okay. Apart from that one guy.
Like, well, this guy, right at the end there. There we go. He's just outside of it.
And the
And the boss guy doesn't take anything as well.
does
Past
he takes so also no damage at all on that one.
Yeah, so he takes no damage at all.
Okay, good to know.
But he can't benefit from being invisible.
No, that's fine.
Not that I think that's going to matter.
No.
Just in case it does.
No, but still, it's good to know. It's good to know. All right. Was that the end of your turn?
Yeah, pretty much. There's not much else. that I can do
Okay.
here. Actually, no, I'm going to put my Hexblade's Curse on the big guy. This guy here.
Okay.
It means nothing yet, but it will mean something. Hopefully next time.
Okay, then I'll put a little skull on him. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Just so he is cursed.
Okay.
Actually, as well, can one of them please, from one of the ones that died, I don't care which one, I'd like to raise a Spectre, please.
Okay.
Can't forget to do that, because they're all humanoid, so just a single Spectre.
There we go.
There we go. And he is under my control, and he now does whatever I tell him, so he is going to immediately take a swipe at the big fella that's directly in front of him. He does, unfortunately, have disadvantage because it's daylight. It is daylight, isn't it?
It is at the moment. Yes, it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon,
Yeah, unfortunately, he does have disadvantage.
and he misses.
He is definitely going to miss. I rolled 2 5s.
Oh yeah. Oh, do you roll for the attack? Okay, cool.
I roll for his attack.
2 5s. Yeah, that misses.
Definitely going to miss. The Spectre's going to, like, angrily screech hiss.
Okay.
That was an amazing action.
Spectre did.
All right. Next up then is Ulmo.
Hey, first of all, Dan, can you send Andy H an invite to this game? Because he doesn't actually have invite.
Oh, does he
I'm
not?
asking him.
Okay.
Because I sent him my link, but obviously that's not going to work.
Right. 1 second then.
If you have it on Steam, just send it to him on Steam because he's on PC.
I don't. So just 2 seconds. Where's my?
Second of all,
No, you've had your one action. That was it.
Done.
me.
Yep.
Oh. I feel like that might have been an out-of-body experience rather than anything else.
And so I'm just trying to get the link
what
for this
is-
game. 1 second.
What is a...
Where's the
20
damn
foot
link?
diameter?
Hang on.
Circle.
Trying to get my.
Yes, that's any 4 squares.
20.
So,
Oh, so it's like this, yeah?
Yeah, like what I'm doing now. Roughly,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah, you
really
can-
rubbish.
you
But it's not a radius, it's diameter, so it's not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so it's
Sorry, I can't seem to bring the invite up. The link invite.
If you're
So
talking
say
about the
from
light,
here.
though, if you're talking about if you're talking about my light, if you don't
Just
want
like
to
this.
it's 30 foot.
so
yeah.
from the
Twice,
point,
please.
it's because it's a 20-foot diameter. It's 10.
Yes, you can choose the 4 squares by 4 squares.
Yeah.
Oh, 4x4. Okay, cool. I get it now. Wait, how the hell do I delete that now?
You drew
Press
it?
Control V, Control Z, and it should just take it off.
Nope.
Did for me. Never mind.
Oh,
That's right. I can do it like this. 4x4, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, sorry, Andy. I can't. Sorry, Andy. I can't get the invite up for some reason. I don't know why it's.
It's gone through to Andy J twice by the looks of things.
It did what?
It shows Andy J as being on there twice, me not on there. So,
on the
Tutor Johnson.
thing.
Yeah, because I can see the actual game itself, but
I should only be
it
on
just
there
comes
once.
up non-authorised.
Weird. I'm only
okay.
on there once.
Right, so I'll see if I can. Where's the freaking link? Normally, it just has a little thing in the top there that says invite
Just go
player.
through this and do
Alright,
it.
yeah. So yeah, Ulmo, it's your round. What you want to do?
Okay. I don't like what I see in front of me. 120 feet in front of me. Yep, fantastic. I'm going to grab my staff. I'm gonna smash it in the ground in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna burn 6 points to cast Wall of Thorns
Okay.
in a 20-foot radius.
Okay.
So 4x4 is going to be 4 by 4.
Wall of Thorns.
These 4, and yeah, and I'll actually take these 4 and these. So these guys.
So like that.
Um, Bear with me. If you delete those, I'll draw it.
Yes, I totally know how to do that.
If you go on a select move on the arrow, and you can select them and delete them.
There we go.
Just go back to there we go. Nope, you're deleting the guys.
No, you can if you want to.
Hi everyone, we know what we're doing, we swear.
Professionals.
If you would like to remove
There we go.
No,
is fine.
he doesn't live there.
There.
There we go.
We are professional.
No, we're not.
Technically.
We're really
that'll
not.
do, whatever. That'll do. So
Alright.
that square that I've got in there,
Mm-hmm.
it's Wall of Thorns. They have to, within it, must take a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity
I don't
saving.
actually know against what. Can someone help me with that?
Your spell save DC, which if you go to the spells tab on D&D Beyond,
Yeah,
it should say your spell save DC. You should have a modifier.
16.
for an attack.
16.
There you go.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't mind you doing it individually to them, just in case.
They all passed.
With Wall of Thorns, is it only the ones that actually pass through the Wall of Thorns though?
Oh no, so basically the ones when I cast it on top of them, a creature. So when the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes 7d8 damage.
Yeah, I think, unless I remember wrong, I think it's when it says within its area, I think it means like the actual wall. Wall spells aren't like an AoE. They're literally like if you're in the wall.
So
It's only the guys in the line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not an area effect. It's like if you're inside the wall, like the line of the wall,
60 feet long, 10 feet high,
and 5 feet thick,
5 feet thick, or a circle that has a 20-foot diameter.
and is 5 foot thick. So if you're inside the actual wall, like you've grown a wall.
I
of
mean,
like-
I'm keeping it the same way.
yeah.
So
It's still
those
good.
guys,
The ones
those
that are
guys on the
inside
outside,
can't help.
where the
Yeah.
my line is, they will get hit by this.
Yeah, so those guys there that
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so they've passed their save, so does that mean they're gonna...
All of them.
All of them, yeah.
All right, I'm still rolling. This is a nice little.
Okay,
Nice.
okay.
Oh fuck! I need to calculate.
Shit. That's amazing. That's a level 6 spell. You got
Yep.
level 6 spells.
Yep.
Motherfucker. That's badass.
He's got the Staff of Woodlands, hasn't he?
Jesus Christ. I'm reading how
no.
much movement it takes for them to get through the wall.
Okay. Did any of them pass?
Yeah, all of
Oh,
them.
sorry. Did any of them fail?
No,
Did any of them pass?
all of them.
All of them pass. So they take 29 damage each.
29 each.
That's insanity.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a level 6 spell, so...
I just rolled
Jeez.
8 d8s.
Fucking hell.
I can't do that again until tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
As my bonus action. Bear with me. As my bonus action, I am going to... Wait, what's my move speed?
25 if you're halfway.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, so good. 25, yeah, okay. I've got nothing to do with my bonus action at the moment. I'm gonna hold that. Actually, bugger that. I'm gonna wild shape into... No! You want me to continue fighting or not? No? Okay.
Okay, what are you changing into?
I will go into...
Son of a bitch.
a cave bear.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna put you up in the corner. Your token up in the corner there, and
Okay.
you're now.
And I shall ignore it.
There.
It is a wrong token, but okay. I'll use it for now.
Why isn't your link updating, dude? Like,
No, these are my summons, but whatever. It's fine. Yeah, I'll move down 25 feet. I can't use it at the
you've
moment.
got more. You'll have more movement now that you're a bear. You have bear stats
Yeah.
now.
Good point.
You have the bear's movement, which I think is 45, maybe 40.
It is 40 feet.
Okay.
Good stuff. Where am I? I still can't control it though. So.
Oh, that's because it's a new token. I haven't given you permission yet. There we go. Now you do.
Bear wanders up. Bear.
I'm gonna refresh.
Where are the enemies? 'Cause I can see the bear just about.
Oh, they're just here, just around here at the moment.
Yeah, I can control them. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Move 40. If you move 40, you
I'll-
move into the light. Don't move into the light.
I'll actually go back here and I'll let them.
Get out of the night.
Stay away from the light.
I'll stay there.
Okay, no worries.
That'll do me.
Okay. And that brings us to the orc's turn.
Can they make Constitution saving throw?
All of them.
All of the ones that are in the light, and if one of them moves into the light, it needs to do it as well.
Can you just put like draw where the boundary is for that, just for sense of
Basically, so
ease?
there's all of them apart from.
I know. I just want it so that I can see it for when I'm.
This dude.
I've deleted mine.
Give me a second.
Draw a
Wait.
line.
It won't let me delete the green line that's at the bottom there. Okay.
2, 3,
I should not have deleted it.
4, 6.
Deleted all of them.
There we go. It's really rough, but it.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Include that guy, but that's kind of like a rough idea of what
Really
a light
rough.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not really a circle. It's more of a of light. Blob.
Okay.
Blob of light.
Well-
Blob of sickness.
That first wave of orcs is gonna try and like 5, 10. Oh wait! Oh, they need to be. They need
First
to.
wave.
Fine, the light stays there. On
Okay.
the start of their tunnel when they but
That was a natural 20, so they do succeed on their saves.
lucky them.
And they. What's the damn stats again? There we go. Movement is 30 feet. Okay, cool. Alright, this guy 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. And
Going into the light.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This guy's got to make a con save. Fails.
Excellent. So he takes a level of exhaustion, so that's either 1 or 2, depending on how many he's
Okay,
already
1 second.
done.
Just to make it a little bit more easier, because I'm just going to say they all fail this. Hang on.
Okay, cool.
Da, da, da,
I got the
da.
orcs we can't see.
Yeah. Da, 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 da.
Beautiful. Hello, orcs.
And this guy is coming from around here. This one was coming from this direction. And you also hear a nice loud crashing swinging coming through the woods as a troll starts popping along to join the party.
Come on, I want to go back.
I want
Big
to
troll.
Okay, so what damage do I need to take for these guys?
1. I'm
And is this like bright light? This is obvious bright light.
It is obvious light, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's like it's sickly sort of greenish light. So in the bright sunlight, it might be tricky to see because it's kind of just dim and green. But they.
Okay.
It's a sickening radiance.
Right, so that is 7 plus 1, 8
Okay,
plus 5. That's 13
13.
plus 4. So that is 14, 15, 16, 17 damage. Please.
Very nice.
They all suffer a level of exhaustion, which at this point, if it's their first level, they just have a disadvantage on ability checks. If it is their second level, their speed is half.
Okay. I forgot that these were the ones I've used before. That's fine.
What about your Spectre? Doesn't he have to do it as well?
It's not the start of his turn yet.
Yeah, because he shares the same round as you, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. He
Yeah.
says the same round as me, but he goes just after me, so he has to take one.
No
Then
worries.
we'll have to take one yet.
Alright,
It's
so that's their turn.
It's worth it because he's just the spectre of some dumb orc. I don't care about him.
And let's have a look at this guy then. So this guy's going to move now as well. He's going to try and... He is going to get an attack of opportunity by the Spectre.
Attack spectre.
No, no, it's because he's moving away, so there's the Spectre. Spectre will
Oh,
get
okay,
an attack of
cool.
opportunity
Spectre,
against him.
right. That is 16.
Misses.
I figured that it would, but that's not the point. Not what the spectre is there for, not anything else.
Okay. That's all he can do. And he's going to try and yeet a spear at the bear.
Yeet.
We love bears, but orcs apparently do not.
I mean, it's understandable.
I'm going to guess an 8 doesn't hit you.
If the bear had an AC of 8, I'd cry.
Well, no, it's actually 11.
Alex, you're muted, by the way.
That's why. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry. It definitely does not hit.
No, you sure? You want to double check your stats or anything? No,
I just
okay,
double-checked
cool.
them.
Moving on. Moving swiftly on. That brings us to Kaelin.
Boy.
Right, I'm going to cast at level 2 Longstrider on myself and on Veshigor.
Mm-hmm.
So just mutter a few words and slap his flank, and it just kind of imbues him with a bit of extra energy. I'm going to look over my shoulder to see if I can spot how Aiden and his people are doing, if they're under the same attack, or if I can see any of them.
Yeah, when you look over your shoulder, you can see that the fighting at the. What's going on here?
Tell us that badly.
The suspense is killing me.
What does he mean?
Can Kaden see them?
Oh no!
I have no idea what happened there.
He's back.
Discord just suddenly decided to shit itself. I think the stream's still up, alright. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know what happened there. But yeah, you look over your shoulder, and you can see Aiden is viciously fighting away with some of the other human lords and the dwarfs. They're holding their own. They're under a very similar attack. Like I said, there was hundreds of them flying out of the tree line, but they're holding them back. They're doing well by themselves.
In that case, I'm going to stay exactly where I am. Actually, no, the leader's come forward, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Out of the light.
Oh shit! In that case, I didn't see he'd actually come out. In that case, I don't cast any spells.
Okay, I'll allow that you didn't. Then
You don't
we'll retcon that one then.
Until I saw the little red dot. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. These tokens aren't great, unfortunately, but it's all I could get in a short time.
I draw my fang sword.
Mm-hmm. Bing.
And for the first time it's out of its scabbard, you can see that it's actually wreathed in this very faint spectral red flame along the blade. So I hold it high, heft my shield on the other arm, and spur Veshigor directly forward into the enemy.
Go for it.
So I'm charging forward across the grass, thump, 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 and just hack down at him
Okay.
with my sword. First attack. Ooh, it's promising. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Yes. So that's 1d8 plus 7. Oh, that's shit. So that's 8 points of slashing damage
8 points of slashing.
plus 1d6 of flame of fire damage. That's 4, so that's 12 points altogether.
12 points altogether. Okay, good to know.
Second attack,
Yep.
27 to hit.
That hits. Yes. That's good.
That's a bit better. That's 11 points of slashing and 6 points of fire.
Okay, so that's
17 altogether.
17 altogether. Okay.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to get Veshigor to take a little bite at him as well.
All right.
Do it, Vesh.
Go on, Dragon Boy.
Bite that old bastard. Oh, that's not so good, Alf. 6.
No, that misses. Just kind of Vesh just trying to clamp his jaws around it. Did you just hear the clunk of armor as it just, yeah, it doesn't even pierce it.
Awesome. I'm going to stay there,
All right.
hacking away.
Okay then. So, now this is going to be quite difficult for you, Mortis. But if you're looking at the stream right now, I'm highlighting where your character is.
There's a delay as well.
Yeah, I'm hidden behind that tree, I take it.
Yes.
Yes.
The benefit of being an archer, at least he doesn't have to move around much.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I am.
Okay.
That's good. You said there's a troll that's walked into the area.
There is, from your positioning though, there is a palisade wall blocking your view to him.
Can you move me over a bit? Or can I? What can I see from where I am? Can I see the main enemy?
You can see the you can see the chief that is engaged with Kaelin. Yeah. And you can see a couple, and you can see a couple of orcs like here and here as well, from your
The chief.
Wail on the chief. Go for it. Roll your
Well,
attack.
the chief. It seems to be the top one. Cool. So she says. 29 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. I'm going to use Raspberry Arrow on it,
Yep.
which is one of my arcane spells.
Okay.
Shots.
What does that do?
So a creature hit by the arrow takes an extra 2d6 poison damage. Its speed is reduced to 10 foot, and it will take 2d6 slashing damage the first time on each turn it moves more than 1 foot.
Fuck. Okay.
Cool. It has to make a athletics check of 14.
14.
Get around that.
I rolled 14 on the dice plus its deck, so yeah, it passes.
Passes. Okay, well, just didn't know the dungeon. So that's 15 damage.
15.
Oh, no, sorry, 23 damage.
23 damage. Okay. Nice. Where's my damn calculator? There it is. Ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Anything else? Anything else you're doing in your round?
I get 2 attacks per turn.
You do. So what should do your second?
Let's do this one.
Same guy.
Yeah, same guys. So 19 to hit.
19.
Yeah.
Just hits.
Awesome. So that's 15 damage.
15 damage again. Nice.
And I'm going to use. What's it called? Action surge. So I'm going to do yet another attack.
Okay. Go for it.
Keep wailing them.
Damn fighters.
That's like I love playing them. Hate fighting against them.
That's 20 to hit.
That hits.
There's another 17 damage.
17. Very nice. Got some good hits in there.
Poor guy.
Okay, very nice. So he's been smacked about by a magical flame weapon, tempted to have a dragon bite him, and then suddenly 3 arrows just get sunk into him, but he Boromirs it and just keeps going. Alright.
Keep blowing his horn.
He was actually the one blowing the horn, yeah, so proper Boromir moment. Alright,
Feel bad, guys. We should stop.
okay, that is at the end of your turn then?
That's me done.
That's
Yeah.
you done, right? Evaris.
Cool. I'm going to fire Eldritch Blast at Mr. Big Man here.
This guy is seriously regretting his decision to try and lead his troops from the front.
Yeah, because it will be 3 beams of Eldritch Blast.
Oof,
on.
okay.
So I need a d20 and then a d10 to hit, if it hits. So the first one is a 27 to hit.
That definitely hits. That would hit an ancient dragon, of course, is going to hit this guy.
So that is 9 points of damage on the first beam.
9 points, okay.
The second beam is 16.
16, that misses actually.
Got it. Last beam. I can't math. 25.
That hits.
And then that one is going to be 15 points of damage, please.
What are you going to do to this guy?
Oh my god! And like, shoom, like that, and the beams come out and they kind of fly at them, hit him square in the chest, with a nice, like, very satisfying thunk sound as they do. And then, yeah, because it's like a forcey type spell, he takes like a couple of steps back before he kind of.
Yep, cool.
And then
You see a few of the orcs sort of look a little bit shaken, like, oh, War Chief's dead, now what? Before, oh, troll, yeah.
killed him, I get 13 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Damn.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna like shift myself over just a little bit over here.
Alright.
Feet that is. I can't quite see the squares. I think
As long as it's within your 30 feet movement, it's all good.
40.
For 40, sorry.
40.
My
Right,
mistake.
that's fine.
Alrighty.
And then I'm done.
Need another bookmark. I need another bookmark. There we go. Because I was smart and wrote down the stats and then
Oh,
forgot.
by the way, I managed to get Andy H into it.
Oh, brilliant. Let me give
I
you.
found your old invite link, so he's in now.
Let me give you control of your character then.
Also, the guy on the bottom right, I know he's the only one, but he's still within my wall of thorns, and because I'm still concentrating on it, I'm gonna milk that wall for everything.
Good to know. Alright,
That dude, he's in trouble.
Kyla.
I'm going to approvingly, supportively nod at Virus as she steps past me. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast the troll.
They
Yep.
have a cave troll.
Make sure I can Eldritch Blast the troll.
That says
Eldritch Blast the troll.
go for it.
Right. 27.
Yep. That hits.
See, I laid out my dice perfectly so I could grab. Perfect.
Alright, shut up. That's 10 damage to the troll for me, please.
10 damage to the troll.
Don't.
Okay. So that is. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Good stuff.
And on him again.
Yep. Go for it.
Okay, with
Is
you.
it 2 attacks per round you get, or
Yeah, I get 2 blasts of Eldritch Blaster. 19.
19?
You get 3 blasts like me.
How do you get 3 blasts? Are you sure?
Oh,
19 just hits. This is a very snacky looking troll with some armor on.
7 points. of
7
damage
points.
for me, if you don't mind.
S'il vous plaît, por favor. No worries.
Hey, por favor. And then I'm gonna sort of move up to just next to the bear there.
Okay.
Not too close. I can still see out. I'm not too close to them.
No worries.
Up to the bear.
Uh,
Also, as I'm gonna go, I'm gonna draw out my sword.
Okay.
And as I do, you'll notice that the blade it's not black, but it's very, very dark. Very, very dark metal, and on it there are silver runes in languages that some of you may understand, because the runes change language every now and again. So sometimes it's in Elvish, sometimes it's in Primordial, sometimes Abyssal. Every now and again it might pop up in Draconic.
I speak Elvish. If they're in Elvish, I can read them.
Cool. Then in that case,
Oh.
at this point, you're going to notice that the runes on the sword in Elvish say Retribution.
I've just
Ooh.
got this image now of Kyla and Caden just watching this approaching orc horde, charging, and just admiring, just, oh, Elvish, it's in my sword, it glows with like a faint flyer.
I like that. I like the dragon on the hill.
When you're at
As
last,
well, I'm quite fascinated by everything that's happening.
Look at this. It's now in a oh, look at that.
What do you think?
And then just in between them, Bear Ulmo, like, oh, like looking.
I'm actually quite interested in those.
That's what I mean. You're just like looking back and forth. Happy bear noises. All right, moving on to. Oh wait, your Spectre.
Yes. Right. Well, first of all, he has to take a saving throw against my own spell. She actually failed.
I think he's immune to. Actually, I think he's immune to exhaustion.
He's immune to exhaustion, but he still has to take the damage.
Oh.
Unfortunately. Alas.
Alas.
1, 3, 2. Two. That's 8. Better. 1 and 4. So 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 8 is 16. So he's taken 16 points of damage. Poor Spectre.
Poor Spectre.
He is, of course, completely and fucking immune to exhaustion because he's an undead abomination.
Yep.
Don't give a fuck about that. And then this little guy right in front of him is going to try.
There is an orc. Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
You want about this one there, yeah?
Yeah, that one there. Yeah, he's
Cool.
trying to knock him.
Go for it.
He's got a disadvantage, unfortunately. So that as well. He's very frustrated. He's a bit confused.
If a spectre could grunt, it's doing it now.
Yeah, a minute ago he was an orc and he hated everyone apart from other orcs, and now he's an undead abomination and he just hates everyone, and it's a bit of a jar for him. He's confused.
Okay.
Quite scared. I called him Grog.
Alrighty. So that brings us then to Ulmo.
Can I ready?
You can hold an action.
Yeah, can I hold my multi-attack?
Yeah, so you just say you hold your action, and that's basically going to be your multi-attack.
Cool.
So if anything comes with it, or if anything triggers your hold.
Yeah, so first of all, bear with me. First of all, Kalen is in his head is gonna hear me say shoulder to shoulder, link up. I don't know if you want to say it in Bear's gruff voice or in my mind, but I am telepathic, so he can hear me.
Shoulder. Kalen just suddenly hears his voice in his head.
In common. I just don't know if you want it to be gruff or almost.
I'll say it's your voice.
It's a good big gruff bear voice.
Okay, excellent. I can do that. Shoulder to shoulder, link up. And I'm gonna stay where I am, and I'll hold my multi-attack for anything that comes near me within my range. I'll just smack them.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold the bridge.
So for the first time, you've just heard a voice in your head that's told you this. Kalen.
Well, you can see my head as well, kind of like nodding at you.
Yeah, I'll look over at you. Like,
What the fuck?
Bears just spoke to my brain.
Right. So that brings us to the orc's turn then.
Boy.
So these ones. I'll get to those ones in a minute. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Which one gets in front of you, Kalen? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Where is Kyla?
5, 10, 15, 20,
I'm on the other side of the bear.
30. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Where?
25, 30.
Yeah.
You not see him? Can you not see his token?
Are you under his token?
No,
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 he's
he's
next to
right
it.
next
Hold
to
up.
him.
I'll press F5 to refresh because it's.
Yeah.
Ah,
doing a
is
thing.
that what it is?
Yeah. You need to
It's like,
refresh.
where
the
the
page.
fuck's Kyla, man? Where'd he go?
Yeah, I made a slight mistake in calculation here.
Those,
but,
those ones, I know
25.
my drawing's terrible, but that one there is a Constitution saving throw,
Right.
and so is that one and
That's better.
that one, and any that move through probably gonna have to take Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, all the ones within the circle I'm going to do for in a second.
And if they move into the light,
These ones moved around it.
my drawing is super bad. Let me show you what I mean. So I cast it from there. So
So those ones get it as well, do they?
yeah,
Okay.
all of because they have to basically the light is basically blocking the entranceway. So if they go through the entranceway,
Right.
they have to
Okay.
take a Constitution saving
I'm just going to do something for the troll real quick because I wanted to, but
throw. No, fair enough.
and then I'll do the con save after this because the troll just walked up, sees this puny little palisade in its way, and rolled a nat 20 on a strength check to take it the fuck out. So the you just see from your guys' point of view, you see the troll disappear from sight for a while behind this palisade, and all of a sudden this splintering wood and logs go flying out as this troll just barrels its way through and uses the rest of its movement to just get up next to you, Kalen.
Ooh.
It's okay. That's fine. I'm probably the best one he can come at with my flaming sword.
Yep.
I know, right?
Well, I'm aware, but trolls are stupid, so
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Dan's aware. The troll though.
yeah. I'm very aware.
The troll is just like, oh look, human and lizard.
Oh,
Great combo.
That was
Not
good.
tried this yet.
24 hit you?
24 does hit me.
Okay. And if I remember correctly, when they're in range attack, they can only attack you, not your
Yeah.
mount.
When it's in close combat, I can
Yep.
make you have to attack me. And I do. I do make you attack me.
So this is with its
But not hitting the good boy.
this is with its bite. So it's going to try and bite your head off.
You can say that.
4, 3, 7 points of damage.
Yeah, so I'm jam my forearm up into its mouth to block it, and it's kind of crunching the armor against my arm. Like, ah!
Yep. And then it's going to smack you twice with its claws. 25 to hit you.
Jesus Christ, yeah, that hits.
That is That's eight damage on the first attack, and 21 to hit.
That's my armor class.
Ah.
Yep, that hits C.
That's 11 points of slashing damage on his final attack.
Do you regret making the troll attack you?
No, not at all. Not for a second.
And then I'll just do a group. I'm just going to do a group con save for all those orcs in the square because it's going to be so much quicker that way. And that's a natural 20. I'm rolling. I am not using this dice. I'm putting that dice to one side.
I do not like these orcs.
I don't like that dice. I'm putting that dice to a different side. I'm not using that one anymore.
It's the all of them pass or all of them fail that's hurting at the minute.
I'm just like, I cast an uber cool power of a spell effect, and they're just.
Tell you what, I'll do group 1 that's by the gate. I'll say that was their one. I'll say group 3 now. These little ones there. That was a natural 9 plus 10, so that's definitely going to pass. Was it 19 I had to hit?
18.
18, yeah, they don't pass. So those ones take their damage, which is...
Going to take the level of exhaustion. 10. Two tens, fuck. So 20. 6.
Oops, shit.
31 points of damage, please, sir.
31 points of damage.
But 31 points of damage and a level of exhaustion, if it matters.
Nope,
I don't think it's
not at all.
It does, no.
Yeah, they're just having a little nap.
Yeah, these guys are fucking gone. And I'll do these. I'll do these 2 now as well.
Yes.
Oh, that was a natural 19, so that passes. Maybe I should stop using that dice as well, but we'll see. We'll see how this one rolls.
See how it goes.
Alright, okay. Now it's the war chief, but he's dead, so Kaden. Kaden.
I'll spit a load of blood from where this thing has clapped me across the face. Just point my sword at the troll and say, "By the authority of the Drake Riders of Scalekeep, you will fall." And I'll cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Nice.
Doink. And then I'll start chopping him to tiny pieces. Oh, no, that's not damage. I don't need to roll. First attack. Natural 20.
Ooh,
So 28.
very nice. Wait, we haven't done it. We haven't done this for ages. Do the emote. I will say just double your damage.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see some big numbers. Come on, boys. So, 13 doubled to 26.
Hell yeah.
Okay. That was on your first attack.
And then, like, 1 point of fire damage. Which
1
doubles
point.
to 2. But it doesn't matter, because that switches off his regen.
Yep. So is that 27 altogether?
It was 13, 26, 28 altogether.
28 altogether. Cool.
Second attack. Oh no, and Hunter's Mark damage.
Oh yeah.
So I'll do that at the end. Second attack, 24 to hit.
That hits.
That's... Oh shit, no, I rolled to hit again, so ignore that. I clicked the wrong thing. Second one does 11 points of slashing damage.
11 points of slashing.
Plus 1d6 flame, which is 2.
2, so
And then I need to
13.
roll 1d6 Hunter's Mark damage, which would double. So that's 4 double to 8.
4 double to 8. So on the first one, that was 11 slashing damage plus 2 fire damage.
Yeah. So
Okay, 13
damage.
Okay, and you just did your d6 there for...
For the first one, for the critical hit, that's the Hunter's Mark
Yeah,
damage for the critical hit. So that goes to 8.
8.
And then 1 more for the Hunter's Mark damage for the second attack,
Okay,
which is another 4.
another 4. Okay. Good
And
shit.
I've already used my bonus action to cast, so Vesh won't be doing anything else.
No problem. You're just sitting there angrily growling at this troll next to it.
Just laid the fuck into that troll.
You fucking did. You whirled at it. Alright. That brings us to Mortis. I say, you've just seen this troll come crashing through and just wail on your friend, who in return just wailed on back at it.
So I'm going to attack it with Shadow Arrow,
Okay.
which creature hit by this arrow takes an extra 2d6 physics damage and must succeed a wisdom saving throw of 14 again.
Okay.
Or be unable to see anything further than 5 foot away. So start my next turn.
Let's see if the troll can succeed at a wisdom throw.
Interesting.
9. Coincidentally means no in German.
Shit.
Only because I'm watching season 2 now, Dan. Only because I'm watching season 2. This is all you get from me. Nine.
Sorry.
9. Captain Blackadder's got to work cut out for him.
Oh, man.
Classic British humour in there.
Oh, yes. Just throwing that one in there. 21, that hits.
It'd be 18 damage.
Nice.
I'm going to make a second attack.
18 damage was that, sorry?
18 damage, yeah.
Looking bloodied, guys.
Hey.
So, second attack.
Only bloody?
Hey, troll.
So that's 20.
That hits.
Okay, fine.
Oh, that's fucking crap. 10. It's 3 ones.
10 damage. Okay.
10 damage.
Okay. Now it's looking really messed up. Okay. Is that the end of your turn? Or is there anything else you can do bonus action wise?
No.
No? Okay. Top of the round then. Avaris.
First, I have to apologise. I can only do 2 beams of Eldritch Blast, not 3. Again, I'm really sorry. I'm a bit off tonight. I missed
It'll
one.
balance. That balances the loss of fireball dice.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
That's fine. That's fine.
I am really sorry. But I will cast the right amount of beams now of Eldritch Blast at the troll.
Okay.
The first one is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool, so that is 15 points of damage.
You just killed the troll as well as the war chief. Everest a fucking slayer. Fucking hell.
I mean, I think Cannon took a pretty big chunk out of it.
Yeah, Kaelin did mess him up completely, like massively. And then having Mortis come in and just dish out those arrow damages did a lot as well.
Good, yeah.
Alrighty then. So what do you want to do with the other Eldritch Blast?
The other beam can then go for this guy that's sitting in front of Cannon, if I can see him.
Yeah, I'll say you can see him.
Okay.
Between the bear and Kyla, you can see past him.
That was a nat 20.
Hey.
That guy's fucked.
Yeah, he is.
It then makes 18 points of damage, please.
It just gets obliterated.
Love
Three
it.
miss.
Kaelin and Vashna have just been covered in orc blood.
You're welcome.
Right.
That's it.
Okay. Kyla.
Right, so I'm going to Eldritch Blast.
How long does your is that a concentration spell your light, by the way?
It is, yeah. It lasts
Right,
for
okay,
10
cool.
minutes. So
No
that's
worries, just wanted to double check.
60 turns. Okay, so I'm just going to Eldritch Blast that trick right in front of
That one there.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's an 18.
That hits.
That is 8 plus 5, so 13 damage to him for me.
Bang.
Okay, then I'm just going to take the next one.
The bear's just pouring on the ground.
And I'm gonna hit that one just there.
That one there.
Yep, that's going to be a 20 to hit. It's a dirty 20, not a natural one.
Okay, that hits.
Beautiful. And that's going to be 5 plus 5, so 10 damage to him.
10 damage. Okay, good to know.
Pretty
Very nice.
please.
Okay.
And that's all. Oh, no, that's not all I can do. Right, my poor Spectre. Excellent, he can leave. Before he does, he spectacularly failed with a natural 1. He's going to take 1.
How much health has that thing got?
Another 1. He's not got a lot, not a lot left. 10, so that's 12. And another 10, so that's him dead. He's only starts off with like 22 plus 5 fucking hit points.
I'll just give it. I'll just take him off the map.
He
There we
just
go.
took 22 hit points, so yeah, he's quite dead. He's just going to sort of fade into existence with a...
How'd it go?
Sorry, why is he a 50s investigator? See?
Look, okay, don't judge the orc for what he was alive, okay? He's been, not only has he been murdered by a strange sickly light, back as a spectre, and now he's been murdered by the same sickly light in about 20 seconds later. The same light killed him for a second time in one day, okay? Leave him alone.
Is that
He's
your?
had a day. He's had a day.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, why not? That can be my turn.
Ulmo.
Oh god.
Just gonna paw the ground and hold your turn again.
I take it this barricade here is down.
S-
There's a troll that just went through it.
yeah, so from this point onwards, it's pretty much gone. It just battered through.
Where?
From here. The 4 squares.
Oh, just the 4 squares.
Here, let me. There we go. So that part of the wall no longer exists.
Okay.
Sorry, Lex. I was kind of hoping they would run quicker, but apparently they're being quite tardy. These orcs, which is just rude if you ask me.
They've only got 30 feet of movement. They can't exactly get the entire distance.
I'm gonna step up here and I'm gonna hold my multi attack. Because something had put a light in front of me!
No, you're more than welcome to go into the light if you like.
Don't go into the light. Alrighty.
I'll stand here going.
Well, you're going to get your chance because it's now the orcs'
Yay.
turn. And let me just roll quickly for this top group. That's a natural 19 again. Maybe I should stop rolling these dice altogether. Maybe I should just get a new pair
I
of
think you
dice.
need to stop rolling.
Just say they fail.
5, 10, 15,
Okay, the moment he
20,
comes in.
30, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'll let you do that in a second. I'm just moving into position.
Okay.
So which one do you want to hit first? You got...
Well, this was the first one that attacked me, so I'm just
Okay, go for it.
whacking him.
Needs a good whacking.
Whack him.
Whack-a-mole. Whack-a-mole.
God, no, I need to do math. 16 to hit.
Just hits.
Hey! Nice. That's an 8 plus 5, so that'll be 13 points of damage.
So your first claw just uses and just take its head off.
That was me biting his head off.
That was alright, so you just literally crush his head between your jaws,
Yeah.
and this lovely bit of orc blood has just gone down your throat now.
And then this one I'm gonna slash.
Slash, go for it.
And that is 14 to hit.
Misses.
Ooh, unacceptable.
I couldn't hear her, but all I could see was B just go, what? The audacity of these orcs to not get hit.
It reminds me when we were doing the one shot. And it was something like 21 doesn't hit. What?
What was your third attack against it?
I only have 2.
Oh, okay, cool. No worries then.
Oh, the third one, yeah, it's.
Shut up.
A nuclear warhead.
Because, right, okay. I'm going to quickly roll for these 3 dudes as well.
Dudes.
What was the target again? 18.
18.
They met the target number, so they do pass it.
They pass.
Yeah.
Their
They
movement-
5,
no, they're
10,
not. Yeah.
20, 25.
They're seconded, aren't they? So their movement is half. Oh, hi.
That one can't really get past its mate, so it's just going to stand there. And this one's just going to do the same.
How did he get past that fence? I want to get past fences.
How did he get past the fence?
Did he? Oh yeah, no, he can't do. He's going to stand there then.
The ghost talk.
Ooh, he's a spectre. Oh, yeah. So this guy and this guy are going, and this one are going to attack you, Lex. First one is a dirty 20 to hit you.
But that's a yes.
Okay. Thank you, Summon Games, for the raid. We're just in the middle of combat, so we'll get to that in a second. Right. La, la, la.
I celebrated.
Thank you.
Hey,
Hype, hype, hype.
Good done.
Do a shout out for him as well, would you? That'd be great. What was I doing? I was attacking, wasn't I? Yes.
I was a hit.
I just had to remember what damage they do. Thank you. Thank you. Monster Manual.
1d3 plus 1.
Do you want to get hit by something harder? Because I'll do it. Right.
If that's what you feel you need to do, then yeah, go for it.
That's 15 damage against you. And then his second attack.
Hang on.
They get to attack. Oh, that's a bit sucky.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yep.
Okay. And that's 9 damage against you on the second attack. And then the other one, right in front of you, I believe he is. Yep. Right there. He's going to go for it as well. 17.
It does hit, yeah.
Okay. That's 9 points of damage again. Second attack. 19 to hit. So 7, 8, 9, 10 damage.
Poof, I've gone back to being me.
oh fuck!
And then the third guy.
And poof, I've gone back to being me.
Yeah, your tokens in the top. Your tokens in the
spawn now.
Your
top left.
your tokens in the top right actually. But
Oh yeah, shit. I forgot about
so there you are. Punk. Yeah. You're suddenly a
I don't
little.
have access. Oh, there you are. Well,
s-
I'm down there.
Well, that's where your bear was. Where the fuck do you think you teleport somewhere else when you drop
Yeah,
beast
yeah.
form?
You want to choose?
I
Okay.
do want to choose what I am.
Okay, and the third guy is now going to take a strike at you. 22 to hit you.
Yes.
I like how you were double checking. You're a druid, dude. You don't have 22 AC.
Yeah, but I can't remember what it is.
And that is 6 damage on his first attack. And then his
What are
second.
these all doing?
Leave a halfling alone.
That's,
Oh, I can take it.
that's 16 on the
What, 16 to hit?
to hit. Yeah.
That's a miss.
Ooh, very nice. Snacky. And then
yeah.
this guy is going to try and take a swipe at you, Kyler.
I figured.
Rude. That's my boo.
Oh no, but I think you're okay though with the 16.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. That's all the orcs can do. They've moved. They've done their things.
He'll
And
get 2 attacks.
oh, he does, doesn't he? Thank you for reminding me.
Well, I'm telling you that, but I'm just a nice guy.
That's a 23. That's a 23 to hit you on the second attack.
No, he only gets 1 attack. Sorry. Yeah, no,
Oh, was I wrong? Was I? I do
No, no,
apologise.
When they hit me, you see.
yes. That's when they hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got that attack halfling defeat.
All right. 7 damage against you.
7 damage.
7 damage.
Never mind.
Slashing damage. That brings us to the ogre. Oh wait, he's dead. Okay, that gives me to the war chief. Oh wait, he's dead. That brings us to Kalen.
I'm going to turn Veshigor around. Still, stretching out from the heavy blows from the troll. I'm going to see Ulmos being hard pressed by a bunch of orcs. So I'm going to just spur him forward into that gap to try and block these two.
Mm-hmm.
And my first attacks are going to be at that one.
Okay, the one right directly in front of him.
Yeah, the one in front of little boy Ulmo. Bonus action, I'm going to move Hunter's Mark onto him.
Okay. So
And then
let me
I'm going
just...
to commence whacking.
Whacking.
First strike, 19 to hit.
That hits.
Excellent. The first time, carve the sword down onto his shoulder. Does 10 points of slashing damage and 3 points of flame damage and 5 points of Hunter's Mark damage. So that's 18 altogether in the first strike.
Nice. Okay.
And
Looking
bring it back around
really
for the
rough.
first- Oh, is he still alive?
Still alive, but looking really rough.
Second attack, 16 to hit.
On the same guy?
Yeah.
Just hits him.
Excellent. So that is, in total, we've got 10 points of slashing damage.
Now he's dead.
Yes! Well, thrust the blade into his neck, and then with a pulse of flame, it blasts his throat and chin open, and it just sends him back.
Nice. Very nice.
And just turn to face the remaining one that I'm in combat with.
Okay.
Just looking grim.
Yeah.
All that kind of jokiness and that kind of all that bluster is gone. It's just all business.
Good to know. Okay then. That your turn?
No, I think that's it for me.
Okay.
Done bonus action, done move, done. Yeah, that's it.
Right, Mortis.
I'm going to attack the one closest to us. One's flanking.
That one there.
Yeah.
Alright, go for it.
It's an 18 hit.
That hits.
That's fine. 19 damage.
19 damage.
Yeah.
Very nice. Oh, I just had to do maths for a second there, I completely failed.
I'm going to attack the one behind him.
Okay.
Excellent. Going to use sharpshooter as well, which
Oh.
means it's 5 less on the attack roll, but I get 10 plus damage. So
Okay.
it's 28. So it'll be 23 to hit.
Oh.
I was gonna say, you're gonna hit that one.
Yeah.
Roll
Yeah.
same numbers.
Definitely. Like I say, that sort of shit hits an ancient dragon. It's going to hit a little lowly orc.
So it'll be 25 damage total.
25 damage. So with your first arrow, you just sink it into the neck of the other guy, but he just kind of snaps it off and gets ready to go to whoever's next. The one behind it, however, you just take your aim and it's just like he's looking all blessed, ready to go, and then shunk.
Solution.
You literally just one-shotted an enemy.
Nice.
Alright, is that your turn? Look at you looking a little pleased with yourself. Okay then, top of the round of Iris.
Eldritch Blast on this guy.
Okay, do it.
It's a 23, yes? Yeah,
Yes,
23.
that hits.
It hits! And it's an amazing 9 points of damage on the first beam.
Okay, he's gone.
Damn it.
Oh, nice.
I'm just gonna quietly nod my thanks.
Is there a guy here?
There is a guy there, there's a guy there, and there's a guy there.
Okay, well, this guy is going to be hit with the second beam.
Damn
Hopefully.
it.
21
That hits.
Isn't
with 8
healed
points
more
of
like that?
damage.
Mm-hmm.
How much damage?
8.
Another one gone.
Another one bites the dust.
Alright, is that your go? Alright. Kyla?
I am going to. I'm gonna move over here.
Yep.
Down. Gonna hit this guy.
Okay.
with a sword. And as I approach him, you're gonna notice the dark sword, almost in like a kind of thick reflection and copy of the blade of Caden is going to burn with flame, except they're not like bright, pure flame. They're sort of green and kind of horrible, nasty looking flame. As I just sort of want to slash it down onto the guy's head. And that is going to be 29 to hit.
Yeah, just about.
Just about.
Just about. On the precipice, but you know.
Excellent. So he's going to take 8. No, wait, sorry, that's the wrong dice. 1 second. Right dice. So he's going to take 6 slashing and 3 fire damage for a total of 9 damage.
9. Okay.
And how much did I? 5. So I am going to. So I'm now just going to give the slightly injured-looking orc a cocky little smile and just whoop him. There's not a lot he can do about that.
Was that a misty step, was it?
Nope, that was I walked. I'm mobile, he can't touch me.
Okay, good to know.
That's why I'm going to give him a cocky little smile.
He's swashing his buckle.
Alright, Ulmo.
Is this one still alive?
Yeah, that one and that one there as well.
Okay, good. I'm gonna walk over here,
Okay.
and then I'm going to.
Just imagine them doing a baseball slide under Veshigo's leg.
That is exactly what happened. I'm keeping that cannon.
First of all, I'm going to say to Kalen, I'll just say, "I've got you," and cast the 3rd level healing word.
Aww.
One legend.
Oh, it's doing it. Never mind. So you got 11,
Oh, what a hero.
and then I'll turn to the orc and say, "You on the other hand." And I'll use primal as I cast primal savagery and just bite him in the shin.
Go for it.
I love it.
Go for it.
First of all,
Almost
it
is
is
best.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Excellent.
Yeah, I love primal savagery.
And that is. Wait, where are they? Yeah, these are the 10s, right? Yeah. And that is 7 damage.
7 damage. Okay.
Yeah. It's not much, but it's
So
not worth it.
that did.
Amazing.
Bit him, and it's so cool. Slid under a dragon.
It's just like
And then bit him.
so this orc is just kind of tried to slash at Kylo as he cockily just fucks off. As he looks up, he just sees this little hobbit just like slide under a dragon and go heal, and he go. As he's like literally, like you touch Kaden, make him heal him. As you go by, you just grab onto the orc and like like a little terrier. The orc is not happy. He's kind of wondering why he bothered coming down from his mountain holds. He should have just stayed up there fighting the dwarves.
Would you say that he's poor?
I don't know if there's a DM despiration you can give. If I could, I would.
Silence, I followed that.
Oh my goodness! Right.
The happy face and the silence of everyone was just amazing.
Well, it's the orcs go, and as there's only 2 of them, I can individually roll for their saves. The one that was currently having his ankles bitten by Ulmo succeeds.
What? You mean the poor? The poor.
I will give you despiration. I swear to God. Right. The other one doesn't succeed, so
What level of exhaustion is he on now?
I think he's on
Or
2 at the moment.
Okay, cool. So his movement speed is halved, if that matters particularly.
No, he can get. He can still get to you, but let's see how much damage you do to him with the radiant.
10
10,
plus 8, so that's 18.
18.
Plus 1, so 19 total damage.
Okay.
If you please.
Okay. And then he's going to move up and try and bop you. But we'll do the Ulmo one first, because the one that's just he's going to try and stab down at Ulmo to get him off his ankles. That's 12. 17.
That is a hit.
Oh, okay. Get off me, little shit.
I mean, if he missed you while you're literally left onto his
7 damage.
My teeth, sharp teeth, and claws in him.
That's 7 damage on the first attack.
Yep.
Oh, fuck no. 7 to hit on the second attack. So we're going to move on now very swiftly to the other orc. That's going to try and attack Kyla. I'd like to think from this position, as you've kind of shifted and gone, haha, oh shit, and as there's an orc suddenly in front of you.
Fuck's sake.
21 to hit, yeah?
That is gonna sneak past
Sneak past your armor class. Okay.
my magical boobly armor, yeah.
That's 8 damage.
Oh, I'm at temporary hit points. That's...
And you son of a bitch, you got rid of my temporary hit points. And the second attack is...
He is gonna fail his constitution, is he? Yeah, he is. He's gonna fail his constitution saving throw, so the green light is just gonna sort of wink out of existence.
Oh, okay.
And Kyla's going to look mildly peeved. He's not annoyed yet.
It's 21 again on the dice roll to hit, yeah?
Again, that's gonna just sneak past my armor.
And that's another 9 damage done to you, to the orc. Okay, Kaelin. You no longer have that light in front of you, so you're free to move around as much as you want to.
I will circle around this orc to get advantage on him, hopefully, for a bit of flanking action.
Okay.
And while he's preoccupied trying to hit Ulmo, I'm going to do some dabby goodness.
Go on then. You do have advantage on the attacks, obviously, because you're flanking him.
I'm going to bonus action move Hunter's Mark onto him.
Okay.
Then first attack. Got a 13. Did I roll 2? Was that advantage? Yes, it was. 5,
Yes.
15. So 15 plus 8. 23 to hit.
That hits.
That does 8 slashing.
8 slashing. Okay.
5 flame.
Your first attack, you just split him
Just
asunder.
literally, as a right pass, just lock his head off.
Yeah. You still got a bit of movement left on your other attack, so you should be able to reach.
I've got 40 feet, baby. So I'm going to loop around behind this one
Hey.
and hack at him as well.
Nod in greeting as you appear.
Just pop up behind him on dragon.
No, actually no. I'm just gonna wait for you behind him. Like,
Well, that was a natural. That was a natural one, but because of advantage, that instead is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
And that does not very much. 8 points of slashing, and
It's all you needed.
oh,
as the orc like slumps to the ground, looking kind of confused, I'm just like, I thought you should have been behind.
underarm swing, flaming blade just catches it on the back of the nape of the neck, hacks the rear half of its skull just clean off in an upward slice,
Yeah.
and it just topples forward. And as it hits the ground, its brain just rolls up. As I'm facing north now,
Yeah.
I know I haven't got any actions or anything, but can I see how Aiden and that are doing?
Yeah. You can see as you're looking off, there's a few bodies on the floor, but Aiden's still there, standing, and they've just saw off the last of the orcs attacking them as well. They're kind of like breathing heavily, like, looking around. He turns around, looks at you, and just kind of raises the sword in the air to you.
I'll do the same.
And for the purposes of this, combat is over.
Excellent.
I'm going to
Okay.
I'm not going to go to it, just going to see if I can see how they have fared.
Okay. Well, like I said, the Craster did bolt the door shut behind him, but did say yes, if you need him, call him. So you kind of walk up, bang on the door, so it's like, all clear, and Doesn't seem to be a response coming from the inside the tower.
Bang again.
Give it a little time. And again, no one's responding.
How big?
Quite
How
quietly.
big is that door?
So quite not like single door standards, but it's like sort of double French doors. Think of that sort of size.
Are there any windows?
So a medium creature could fit through it.
Yeah, your Drake could fit through that.
While
Okay.
they're doing that, I'm gonna eat 9 good berries that I had in my pocket.
Okay.
Throw them in.
I'm charging.
That's such a half.
Okay.
Are there any?
Do a strength check, Scott, for
Me or the dragon?
the Drake, because I'm assuming you're trying to charge the Drake at the door. Right. Yeah. Do a strength check for the dragon.
Jump out the way.
Oh yeah.
Stood in front of the door and there's like, boom, 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 what the fuck?
I'm crouching low in the saddle, like over his neck,
Yeah.
shield over my own head. What's his strength? Oh, it's actually pretty good.
I hope so. He's a dragon.
+3. Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah. So you doors just buckle in and fall flat out off the hinges. They were rusted as fuck hinges. This is a ruined tower, and
Just in and have a look around immediately.
Straight in after it.
okay. Both of you roll perception checks.
I'm so good at that.
Yeah, we've noticed.
Are the rest of you going in after them?
Yeah.
Mortis. All right. In that case, all of you make perception checks as well. Then, please.
Natural 20.
Okay. Good on
My
Ulmo.
perception, that is 28.
Nice. Fucking nice.
I got 16.
16. What did you get? Sorry, Scott.
13.
13. B.
22.
22. Andy.
I managed to roll yet another 1, so I got.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing really well on the ones today. I've rolled more ones than any other number.
Okay.
Most assassin in the whole of history.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
what you all see the minute you enter is Craster lying on the floor dead, throat slit open. Three other Queen's guards are also downed. Ulmo, when you look at them, because you got the one with the highest perception, you notice that they were all facing the doorway. So whatever happened to them, they had their throat slit from behind. And what you also notice is doing an Arcana check as well, actually.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I can do that. I'm not good at it, but I can do it. That's a natural 1.
Okay, so no worries.
Yeah.
0.
You're a halfling, you can re-roll that.
Oh, you can, yes.
Oh, Scott, you beautiful boy. That's a 12.
12.
I knew I did it for a reason.
You're kind of looking around because, I'm going to say on top of your perception check with this as well. This is just more for something that's. You notice just under the carpet where the queen was. You see a sort of sketching, and when you throw the carpet back, there's a teleportation sigil there.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic to see if it's still active.
Go for it.
Oh, done. I am detecting magic now.
And it's dormant. It's not active anymore. And what you know of teleportation circles is that there's
you know how I activate
the-
it? I put a hand in my pouch and got some herbs out, and I went crushed them out.
that's what I meant. I had it like. Is there somewhere you wanted to activate it, or did you just gonna say yeah? But yeah, you just you know it's not active anymore, and you know from your experience with teleportation circles is that they are normally linked to a certain location to a certain magic user. Aiden, you hear Aiden come running in behind the doors as well, and just go like, "Oh my God, so what happened?"
it looks like whatever happened, it happened from behind, and there is a magic circle. It's not active. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, I don't know who did it.
Where's the queen? What you all notice is that the queen's isn't here.
I assumed as much.
Yeah. There's no sign of the queen anywhere, and Aiden just goes, "Where's Marseilles?"
Oh, for fuck's sake!
And you all look around, and yeah, he's nowhere to be seen either. So, but
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
he didn't. He wasn't out with us. Was he with you?
I'm sorry, this is very magical, and
Magical.
he could have done it. He could have done the circle at least.
What circle?
And I'll point at the teleportation
My goodness.
circle.
My gods.
Find out where they went.
I think if we got some of the wizards of the nearby colleges to come and have a look, maybe they could do something.
Call them now, Aiden. Call them now.
I shall. I'll send runners immediately. And he kind of like limps off, groans a little bit, and then kind of limps off to go and talk to some runners so they can get sent off. Some of the dwarfs come.
Hop off Desh and tell him to go just keep an eye out in the sky again.
Okay, he flies up and keeps an eye out. Is that just like a circle again, like around the campsite that last time?
Again, any oncoming waves or anything?
Yeah. Some of the dwarves are there just like, well, this explains why the bastards weren't in our mountains anymore. I've never seen them quite this organised, though. And you overhear a couple of like the lords talking about it. It's just like, do you think it could be the rumours are true? No, it can't be true. Well, they were never organised before. Maybe they are true.
What rumours?
What? Just... There's rumours that there was an orc war chief that was rallying and uniting the orcs under one banner because their gods are returning to this plane. We thought it was just stupid rumours made up by travellers or just orcs trying to spread some sort of fear amongst our people. But in recent weeks, there haven't been any orc attacks on any of our strongholds or our front lines. They've been quiet, they've been backing off, and now I guess we know why. They're preparing for this, but why? I don't know where the rest of them would be. There's normally thousands of these bastards, this is only a few hundred.
Do not believe that orcs are responsible for whatever happened in here.
What's going on in there?
Just family problems. Yeah, family problems. Yeah, it's just a bit messy in there. That's all.
Roll the deception check.
Okay. Plus, what's my deception? 8. So, according to my calculations, that is a 25.
You somehow convinced this dwarf that there are family issues going on inside the tower. It's alright, fair enough.
Don't worry about it. I think that the conference will be over for today, so perhaps you should go and keep a careful watch in case any more orcs come back. I'm sure it will be reconvened as soon as possible.
Aye. No, and he just kind of stumbles off towards the tent. It looks like from looking around, the other sections didn't fare quite as well as your side did. There's a lot of dead. At least only 3 of the Queen's Guard are standing now.
I'm going straight over to them. What did you see? What happened? Talk quickly.
No, these are the ones that were left outside to help defend.
Shit.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, there's only 3 of them left standing out there. A few dwarfs. The Goliath is still standing, grinning ear to ear as he's just wiping his axe clean and just going off to the tavern to also sink a bunch of ale. But yeah,
see that tavern thing from here.
Yeah, you can see it from your position.
Am I people okay?
You're yeah. If when you run over to the tavern to go check on them, you can see the old man just kind of like hunched over, helping some wounded. Your historian lass is just writing down everything that she sees. A bit pale, like she hasn't been in the middle of a battle before, but she's still bravely going on writing away. And you don't see the young one anywhere for the time being. And if you go over to the old man to have a chat with him, he's just like,
yeah, I'm going straight over to.
Am I still at the tower?
yeah, at the moment.
Are there any house plants?
We'll get to that in a second. Just let Scott do his bit, and then we'll come to you.
Oh, got it.
Leomar.
Yes, sire.
Are you well?
A little bit shaken up, but not the first battle I've been in the middle of.
Where's Ansel?
And you hear from under the table, "Here, sire."
I rub my hand over and say, Ansel, are you intact?
Yes,
Stay under the table, boy.
if you say so. As you command.
Keep an eye on the boy. Don't let him wander off.
I haven't let him out of my sight once, sire. She says that without looking up from her note taking.
I'll just slap Leomar on the back and say, you did well to keep yourselves together and safe. Stay here. I'll return when I'm able. Just head back to the group.
No problem. As for you, Lex, house plants, not really. This, like I say, it was a ruined tower. It's been long abandoned for a long time.
Oh, right. Is there nothing growing in there that is?
It's just the sort of stuff that you would expect to see, like the moss, some reeds, that sort of thing.
Somewhat.
So-
Reeds.
Yeah, like reeds and ivy, that sort of stuff.
Is ivy alive?
Ivy's a plant.
It's a plant, so
Ivy
it's
is a
alive.
If it's inside the tower, it might be
Or
dead.
is it inside the tower?
Yeah, it's inside the tower. It's inside along the walls
I'm
there.
going to cast Speak with Plants, and I'm going to find out what happened.
All right, then go for
Again,
it.
I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna find the ivy that had the most view in here. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
tap my staff twice on the ground, and I'm gonna cast Speak with
Plants.
Plants.
Okay.
And
Guys, I'm really sorry, but I've got to bail. I've got to get up in a few hours.
Oh shit! Yeah, I was gonna end the session after Lex's talk anyway,
should,
but
should we leave this until next one?
about to say, yeah. Do you want to? You sure?
No, I'm happy to leave this until.
Yeah, I was just going to give the information, then I was going to end it there because I was also conscious of the time as
Do
well.
you think, man? Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Cool.
Okay.
No, sorry, no worries. Great. So yeah, ask your question.
I'm gonna look at it, find the one that's closest. I'll activate the spell.
Yep.
And I'll go. Hello.
It speaks. It speaks.
Hello.
It speaks to us. Hi.
I need you to answer some questions, please. What happened here? These meat sacks, these people. What happened to them? Did you see who did it?
Yeah. There was the tall one. He was. I think it was a he. I don't really know. I don't understand your species. He was tall, had magic-y stuff. Tapped his staff over there. Like, well, they can't point, but tapped it.
They have.
Tapped
They
his-
actually have minimal animation. They can literally.
Oh,
walk
they
around
can.
and talk to me and.
Okay,
and point
so
at
kind of like the one little leaf flows over towards
Yeah.
where the teleportation circle was. Like, went over there,
Yeah.
tapped his little stick on the ground.
Yeah.
5 other people came out of it. Put those ones on the floor. Grabbed the pretty one, and then tapped the stick, and they were all gone.
Okay. Well, I'll turn around. I don't know. Does this work? They can't understand the plant, can they? It's just.
No, it's just like a 1-to-1 with you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna turn around and I'm quickly gonna tell everyone that it looks like the tall one, the wizard. He says the person with the staff has activated the teleportation circle, and 5 people came through and they took the queen with them. Any other questions that you want to ask?
Was there any important features about them? Like any sigils or anything that might link them to a family or something?
I'm going to ask those questions.
Ah.
Can you do you remember any distinct things about them? Any shapes on their clothes?
One of them had 3 pointy stick looking thing, like again, sort of waving a leaf over towards the elves. It's like, they're pointy sticks, but had 3 of them going
Three?
like.
Pointy sticks. I'm telling everyone.
Um,
Does it mean
Kyla,
anything to me?
Kyla, you know that is the symbol of the Keenstone family.
I'm going to immediately spit on the floor with kingstones, and I'm going to turn to the 3 elven guards, be like, you stand at this door. No one goes in, no one goes out. The other races cannot know what happened here, and I'm going to go to fucking kill some kingstones, and I'm going to just start like walk off. Quite
They're not
angry.
here. They didn't attend the meeting.
Yeah.
Maybe we wait.
Actually, I'm not gonna
Before you
walk
leave,
off.
before you leave, you know what's happening. I need any other questions.
just
Anything else you
pacing
want me to
around.
ask?
We
Were
know
they-
guys.
Were they all human?
Were they all human elves? Were they ears pointy?
No,
Flat,
flat ears.
flat ears. Humans, like, and I'll point at pretty much the only human in here.
Kaelin's. Yeah,
Yeah, like, yes, okay.
not as shiny though.
Humans, but dull. Yeah, looks like humans.
And Kaelin, you know the Keenstone family as well, so you would have known that symbol was them too. Okay, so
Okay.
with that information,
Anything else? Happy
give.
with that?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think we're happy with that. Don't
Okay.
think we have any more questions.
So
Thank you, friend, and I'm gonna like get some water or something and like.
what are you doing that for? Ah!
What'd you do that for?
All right. So yeah, with that information given, you know now that Marseilles was a bit of a tricky fella. Teleported Keenstone soldiers into the tower while the orcs attacked. Slit the throats of the guards, killed Craster, and got the queen out and teleported them to. You as yet do not know where. But with that, we're going to end the session there.
Hey,
Hey.
Drama.
I have literally burned 9 points out of my stuff. 1 more point. If it cost more than like
2 seconds.
3,
left.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
So thank you, people in chat. Thank you, Summon Games, for the raid. Much appreciated. I hope you're still there. No, it wasn't a Tarrasque. These were just orcs and a troll. that is for much later in the camp. I mean, what? But no. We're going to pick this up again next week, Sunday. We might have potentially Rodriguez joining us. So that one, we don't know yet. We'll see.
Hey.
But yeah, as for the rest of it, we'll see you all next week. Yeah. Good night, guys.
Laters.
Adios.